Hello everyone and welcome to Retro Book Club! Happy December everybody! I hope you all get coal in your stockings! I've got plenty of coal here for you! I am your host Akari Games and I am joined by four wonderful voices inside my head. I am joined by RustyJimJob.
Hello.
And I am joined by not one, not two, but three newcomers here. First off, I am joined by Alfie5.
Hi, I'm the new voice in Okami's head.
Congratulations. And also, I'm sorry. It's a little packed in there.
Yeah, I gotta carve out my little corner. That'll be good.
I am joined by pseudo-newcomer, since you were on a previous Retro Book Club special. I'm joined by JLambsy.
Coal means I get free heating for the winter.
And I am joined by PraxisSparks.
Hi, I'm an alien. I'm also friends with a bunch of aliens. They're pretty cool.
Alright, we have the players and we have the games, so all that's left is to take a look at the order. And we'll be starting tonight with RustyJimJob's game. Up second will be my game. Third is JLambsy. Fourth is PraxisSparks. And we'll be closing out tonight with Alfie5's game. So, let's get started with the first game of the night from RustyJimJob.
I'm gonna level with you. I did not have any fun thing planned to say for this one. I just found this game really funny because of the theme that plays outside. My friend has been laughing at it for days now. We're playing the Addams Family on
Sega Genesis is what you gave me.
Sega Genesis. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, I just watched this being played.
We probably, I'd like to think it's gonna be better than the previous Addams Family game we had on here, which was Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt for Game Boy, which was a spectacular fail fest and definitely looked bootleg.
Yeah.
I own a cartridge of that one for Game Boy.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. It means a lot.
I'm gonna assume. I love when I put in Addams Family and then I see the Addams Family 1994 and the Addams Family 1992. I'm gonna assume it's the 1992 one because 1994 is publisher's Tiger Electronics, so I think that's the Tiger Electronics LCD game.
That's scary.
Stream that.
I'll find a way.
You know what? I'm gonna get a 2001 webcam and just stream it that way.
There you go. we're really, that's really a blast from the past. Streaming in with the camcorder.
Yeah, I'm gonna call myself the Angry Video Game Nerd. It's gonna be awesome. Gonna make a lot of money.
Hey,
it's gonna go well.
Hey.
I'm gonna grab my DSI.
You're
and
stealing that from
hook it up.
somewhere.
The camera on that.
Oh boy.
See, when I got into content creation, by that time, capture cards were kind of the norm, so I never got to have the fun experience of doing a camcorder, like LP or anything like that. Wasn't quite around for that long. I don't see the game yet on Praxis's screen, by the way.
Oh, sorry. Download. Hold on.
The aliens are
which
preventing
is
them
it?
from playing up.
The aliens, no!
They stole your copy of Addams Family for Sega Genesis.
Hold up.
Copy
I put it
that.
in my downloads folder. I'm trying to navigate. I only navigate to my ROMs usually.
See, I've just gotten into the habit of just dragging and dropping a ROM onto RetroArch, and that just automatically loads it.
Yeah.
Oh, it
does
does
it
that?
really?
That's actually
Yeah,
so
it does.
cool.
That's always what I
like
do.
Playlists and everything.
Also, Jay, I just gotta say this, Jay's in my chat. Jay, so close. This is the Addams Family, not Scooby-Doo. So close.
Okay. And I have selected it.
well.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, I gotta turn down the volume though because I have sensitive hearing stuff. So there we go. I am a rabbit. I do have big ears, so noises.
Yeah.
I'm a starfish from SpongeBob.
Give me one moment to do a little bit of readjustment on cropping.
Would you like fries with that?
Oh. I should probably also.
Oh god, I gotta turn that down a little more. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
I. So here's the fun thing about when I get newcomers who primarily stream to Discord is I always forget to mute their streams, so we hear like 2 seconds of Addams Family. I'm probably not going to be moving audio over to the game until we're in game. I'd like to think it's low quality enough that it's not going to trip copyright, because it does sound like it's the Addams Family theme. But you can never be too careful. I know that the
oh my god, this looks awesome.
I know the TurboGrafx CD version like has a pretty decent rip of the Addams Family theme, because that's CD quality right there. And yeah, watching the attract screen, this looks like quality.
I remember when CDs used to be sold at Best Buy. I'm sorry.
Should I be seeing a blank? Oh, it was just okay. Never mind. I saw a blank screen on Rusty's for a bit.
I was tapped out because Big One just said on stream. I am so sorry for everyone in stream, and you can let them know this is entirely my fault.
Yeah, Bagel also sent me a DM saying, I really hate raisins. They're horrible.
That's
This real, by the way.
All right, well, I'm ready to go, and everybody else is.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Addams Family. All right, let's get that crunchy game audio.
Oh, okay.
But,
All right,
There's just a noose outside?
I mean, that seems like the least surprising.
Family.
Yeah, for the Addams Family, that's the least surprising thing that I've heard today.
I can't...
Okay,
You know
I have
what?
a confession to make. I've never seen Addams Family.
Fair,
Really?
It's something that I saw like when I was pretty young, so I definitely remember seeing Addams Family as a kid. It wasn't until later that I saw Addams Family Values, though. I think I watched that because of a movie night in a Discord. They were good movies.
Yeah.
I watched them when I was like, I don't know, probably like 20 years ago or something. I don't know.
I think I still have a DVD of the first Addams Family movie.
I thought you said Adam Sandler first.
Addams Family, with every character put. Addams Family, as done by Adam Sandler.
I used to watch the new Addams Family on YTV all of the time.
See, I never saw anything else, because I think Addams Family had a show as well, right? Like a TV show? Yeah.
Well, it had like the classic one, and then there was the new Addams Family, which is the one I watched all the time.
Yeah.
Not too new nowadays, though.
Well, yeah, not so new. Well, I mean, if you want the new Addams Family, then you gotta watch that Wednesday.
I love when anything describes themselves as new, because then you just look at it like a decade later and you wonder what defines you. It's the same sort of energy as when you like watch a movie, play a game, something like that, and they mention the year and it's in the distant future, and then the distant future it turns out to be in the past.
In the year 2000X,
yeah.
Proto Man was born.
One of my
I saw a clip earlier where it was like the Jetsons were like, we're from the far off year of 2002.
Right. One of my favorite instances of that is still just because of how hilariously it aged, even if it's for all the wrong reasons. Turtles in Time, which has a stage that takes place in, guess what, 2020. And you're like on hoverboards and all that, and it just looks so futuristic. And man, I feel like we've really rolled a nat one on the future we got.
Oh,
Yeah,
I forgot that spiky enemies kill you.
Oh yeah, that's like
keep
I
dying.
figured that the hard way.
yeah.
I got the sword and then I lost it. Well, to be fair, I think the 2020 in Turtles in Time is probably, you know, the universe where Harambe didn't die.
Oh, of course.
But let's be honest here.
Oh no.
I'm in
It was-
the house.
It was all because he died.
Can't believe this. There's some other instances, like I think the Running Man movie is another one that the time frame it was set in has by this point passed. I forget what year that takes place in. I want to say 2019.
It was the same with, was it the Lawn Runner?
Lawnmower Man?
Lawnmower Man, that's it. Yeah. Oh, I don't have to stab. I can just hold it out. Okay, yeah, that's kind of cool.
I am
think there
learning
was,
one
like-
thing here, and that I am very bad at
What's up?
playing the Addams Family.
It's
Oh,
I've
there's lives.
already gotten to game over.
what I remember seeing of it was that it isn't an easy game, especially since your main method of damage. God, I can tell how my brain is wired currently because I'm reflexively holding down to butt stomp off of enemies, even though I don't have to do that in this game because you had to do that in Fantasia.
Oh. Deja.
Yeah.
I'm not good at this.
Deja.
No,
vu.
yeah, that's fair.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there is a there's health increases that you can get because I'm thinking of this like with Fester's quest.
No, yeah,
Oh, I found a secret wall with secret money, but first I have to read off a power word. In the words of Fireman, the year is 2010. Civilization has progressed little in the last 20 years.
You know?
That's another good quote when it comes to games that took place in the past, because the Fireman was a Super Nintendo game that mentions the year 2010, and that is that's an edit that you see very commonly on like social media. Is somebody editing it to be the current year, like the year is 20, insert year here. Civilization has progressed little in the last 20 years.
Oh,
I like how there's just a power up that's literally just Nikes. That's funny.
Yeah.
Got them
So-
Jordans on.
Gotta get
when
those
you
hops.
game over, you get sent to the Hall of Stairs. I read that as the Hall of Stress.
Also not inaccurate. It is gonna stress you out going back there regularly. Did that heart just go to the moon? Oh no, I'm gonna have penguin problems. I found the penguins. Oh, worse yet, I found the ice physics.
You mean this
I have to
entire game
say-
hasn't been ice physics?
I'm gonna
Oh,
be
no.
honest, that Uncle Fester like sprite portrait in the background actually scared me a little.
I have to say that the checkpoints are very generous.
Yeah, a lot more generous
No,
than I would have
yeah.
thought. Like, I've been dying a bunch, and this feels like the kind of game that would have limited continues. But anytime I die, I feel like I don't lose that much progress, at least immediately.
I mean, you lose all
Money,
your
money,
money.
money, money.
That's the only thing I can see, and maybe having to buy upgrades or something might.
I don't know what money is for. It could either be buying upgrades, or it could be the Mario coin thing. You get 100, you get an extra life. How long does this freezer hallway go on for?
Forever.
Oh, Chris, Bagel is, saying in chat, only thing money is good for is lives.
Yeah.
Alright.
So,
It's just,
yeah.
it's
Call me-
just coins.
Really any penalties.
I mean, honestly, the way you the best way to say it is call me Irish the way my money Dublin.
You know what? I'm gonna go to this one.
okay,
Game.
Oh.
No, no.
I want to say I'm making progress, though, through the freezer.
Okay, there was like a switch there. It made sense. Yeah, with a lot of these old games, I could never play them when I was like younger because I couldn't figure them out, and also they're weird with difficulty. I
Yeah,
just liked playing Mario. I love Mario.
yeah, I grew up in the GBA era, which didn't really have a whole lot in the way of difficult games, I feel. It did have a lot of trash, though.
Yeah,
I definitely had some licensed garbage, for that. I think I had at least a few recognizably good games as well.
Yeah.
I remember like back then, like I wanted to get like the GBA video stuff. I
Yeah.
was like constantly asking. Oh my god, I am so. This is comical, comedical.
I think I've told
But
this.
I always want. Oh, go ahead.
No, finish your story first, and I'll go into what I was gonna say.
All right, I always wanted the Shark Tale one because Shark Tale was like one of my favorite movies, unironically, when I was younger. In fairness, it's really funny. I think it's really funny still, but that's just because I grew up with it, and also because it's kind of like funny in a bad way.
One of those so bad good movies. What I was gonna say was,
Yeah.
and I think I've told this story before on stream. The way I first saw episodes of the Pokemon anime was through the GBA video cartridges.
They had those? I didn't even know about that.
There were a few of them. The one that I initially had was, I think it was from when Ash was in the Johto League. A few episodes from like around there. Ah, dang it.
Still maintain that the Johto theme opening is still the greatest of all time.
And it's the first one I heard, so it's definitely the one that sticks out the most to me when it comes to Pokemon. Even if people will swear by the Kanto one, which, you know, I mean, one of those themes got into Donkey Kong, and I'll give you a hint, it ain't Sinnoh's.
Oh, you can grab a sword. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I just got a sword too.
Where are you guys getting swords?
Yeah, be careful though.
I found a...
If you get hit, you lose it.
Yeah, I think I got hit as soon as I picked up the sword, so I didn't get the sword for any time whatsoever.
Dude, I'm dying like crazy.
Don't worry, I am too.
Okay, I'm not the
Yeah.
only one. Good. I
Okay,
thought I was
yeah.
like playing atrociously, and everyone else is just like.
Yeah, that makes me
plays
feel a
no,
little
no,
better
yeah.
about myself.
Oh, these ice physics love to eat your inputs, too.
Yeah, now you're at the
Yeah,
ice physics
oh,
I was
yeah,
talking
ice-
about.
Oh, those are bombs.
I don't like
And
this
they
whole
have
Mega
that.
Man thing with the spikes.
I mean, at least
They
the
don't
spikes...
instantly kill you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they aren't insta-kill, so, you know... Gomez,
Yeah, but
more
still.
resilient to spikes than Mega Man.
I mean,
my
to be fair, Gomez is probably like the most powerful being on the planet.
That is true, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't go that way. I kept going to the top of the stairs to the.
Oh my god, I'm doing
room.
speedrunner strats right now. Actually, so good at this game. Actually, I just jinxed myself.
something I'm a genius, oh no.
Yeah, see, I died. My own hubris killed me. I don't even know what that means, by the way.
Hubris.
Yeah.
Not
I
your
just hear
John
people say
Hubris.
it.
That's like when you're pretty that's like when overconfidence gets to you. That's when you're, like, killed by hubris. You're
Also,
overconfident.
isn't John Hubris that one like main character from Homestuck?
I don't know, maybe.
John Hubris.
John Hubris.
Oh, wait, you're talking about this without Benda. I'm gonna have to tell him.
Yeah, no, he's like obsessed with Homestuck, like genuinely. It's actually pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, he started
You
talking
talk
to me
about it for
Homestuck
hours.
yesterday.
Yeah. Gotta love him though. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
I'm taking this as if I hit
Oh, the speed shoes.
certain increments of money that might give me... Oh, hey, I found a 1-up. Too bad I keep losing him faster than I can keep him.
Yeah.
Right?
That's how I feel about my birthday money. That shit gone within a second.
Damn. Oh, actually,
Sorry,
there's
ate
two
your-
1-ups in this area.
I ate your
Huh.
birthday money.
Which makes you
You guys
wonder...
are
You did not eat my birthday money.
Yeah, I did. I was hungry.
Go eat a. If you want something green and healthy for you, eat a salad.
No.
But salad doesn't make me feel like I'm wasting money.
Exactly.
You can go to a salad restaurant, and then you'll feel like you're wasting money.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I see how to get that. I kind of want to get that now.
Ah, come on. Why is it that the ice physics continue in air?
Aren't they the worst?
I'm in the
They're not-
purple area.
They're not the worst ice physics I've ever experienced, but they sure are one of them.
They're not great. Oh, hey, I'm actually keeping the sword for more than 2 seconds this time.
My
Which
jump
are
button
the
just
ice
stopped working.
physics?
Having something that I
This is-
can use as a weapon to attack in front of me is surprisingly powerful.
Oh
If
my
you
god,
fall
this is
the
like
spikes,
Kaizo
It's
difficulty.
really difficult to jump out of them. I've
Oh,
noticed.
don't you love when he's like Gomez is hopscotching along the spikes when you fall into a pit?
Oh, it's great. And
Is that what
all that traveling, and I found myself back at the beginning. This is the same problem as Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt. It's a giant-ass maze.
I have a feeling this is going to be one of those games I keep after Retro Book Club and just keep coming back to out of spite of wanting to just get through one of the areas.
Right?
That is my entire goal, is to just get through one.
See, in Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt, I imagine at the end of one of the areas is going to be a boss fight. But in Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt, we at least managed to find a, we managed to find at least a boss fight. Boss fight or
I
two.
ever managed to find as a kid.
Where in... I saw life further down, but I don't know what that gets me, or how to get that life, rather. Oop. Oop.
I might just sink my lives here and try a different area.
Oh, I found the cookie jar. And it's filled with money. There's always money in the cookie jar stand, I hear.
You know, hearing cookie reminds me of like a funny video that I saw. It was this guy, he's like complaining about the GameCube, and he like picks up, he's like showing like the game, he's like showing the game on camera, and he like shows it to the camera, and then he's like, it looks like a fucking chocolate chip cookie.
Okay.
If you guys want to find it, it's called the Shit Cube video. It's actually very funny.
I feel like I've heard, for some reason I feel like that's not the first time I've heard somebody compare the look of a GameCube to a cookie. But I don't remember where else I might have heard that comparison.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's how I get that one up. Okay. Well, I feel like I've gotten nowhere in Granny's stove.
I'm sorry, have you guys found the propeller hat yet?
I haven't.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
That's one I haven't
This
found
is
yet.
awesome.
Oh, I'm watching it now, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's got like the propeller cap on, and he giggles. He's like,
So proud of
I
himself.
3 run-ups from that.
I mean, would you not giggle if you did? Why, Gomez?
I mean, I can actually you know, like do a Spider-Man thing where I like stick on walls, but it's not like sticking on walls. I just like walk on walls. It's crazy.
Oh, fuck, I found my way back to penguin problems. Oh, no. Well,
I mean,
Keep it between screens too.
exactly where I'm going.
welcome back to iframe, or not iframes, ice physics, me. You'll enjoy your stay here.
Okay, I'm trying the tree now. Let's see if I can get anywhere in the tree.
The tree.
Oh my god,
is
it's Woodman
much
stage.
easier. There's
I can't
so
believe
many one-ups
they
in the
put
tree.
Woodman in this game. Actually, 10 out of 10 masterpiece.
Oh, yeah, I just saw how many lives you've got. 9 lives. Holy moly.
Yeah. The
Now come
tree
to the
stood no
freezer
chance.
and lose all of them in one screen.
Oh, I got
Right?
the sword finally.
I got some shiny thing that's following me
Ah,
around.
my sword.
You are invincible. It's like a star power-up, except you don't know when it ends.
It's just on a timer, it looks like, because that's the same thing with the propeller hat. It's
Yeah.
just on a timer.
It just
Oh,
doesn't.
I found a one-up.
It just doesn't give you a heads up when it's about to end, because that's usually what a good power up does. Is it gives you some sort of tell that it's about to end,
I mean-
like the music going back to normal. If it changes music, for example.
Yeah, no, this one, all it does, it makes a noise to let you know that's about to end, but, like,
I mean, that's
mean,
better
Okay,
than...
that still works.
it does make a noise.
Yeah.
When
Yeah,
you're trying to focus on, you know, everything else.
yeah, it's like, it can be hard to notice it, though, when, like,
God,
when
Ah,
you're, like,
come
trying to
on.
focus on everything else.
stinking penguins.
Yeah.
I love how the visual design in this game is so clashing to Gomez, just because, like, they're trying to clearly make him, like, the actual actor. But then you have, like, the area I'm in with, like, evil, sinister gesture man. That
Yeah.
looks super cartoony.
There's some forward progress. Now I just gotta navigate these slippery slopes, and oh boy, if slippery isn't an understatement.
I must have gone the wrong way in the old tree because,
Dude, I have made no progress.
yeah, I just
Yeah.
went back around to the beginning.
Yeah, I had that same problem in the tree. So I'm gonna keep trying to push my way through the freezer.
The tree looks
I-
like an easier area, but it's just like a maze that she's just spitting you outside.
Yeah.
That's probably what that is.
I guess the way I'm going through this game is how, like, an iPad kid goes through, like, their iPad games.
Yeah.
Keep mashing and hope something good happens.
This one
Yeah.
bores me now. I'm going down this path.
Except this is, like, way better because it doesn't have, like, weird, like, dental games. I don't know, with Elsa. from Frozen. Trademark.
And
Throw
no
the controller
ads.
out of anger if you fail too many times.
Alright, let's try the portrait gallery and see what
What
happens
if there was
here.
like an Addams Family like VR game? That'd be nutty.
What would it be? I feel like that would actually that actually has a basis of just having a VR game where you explore the Addams Family estate and just like intentionally trigger a lot of the booby traps that are in the Addams Family house. Like the chains that you have to pull the right one, otherwise you get sent back outside. Like
It's
imagine,
a rhythm game where you have to clap on time. Like, come on.
yeah.
Couldn't get out of the spike.
That's all it is. Just a rhythm game where you have to clap on time with the Addams Family theme.
Yeah, well, that also, I was thinking the Mamusha.
Oh, there we go.
Man, I died again, dude. I got a game
Dark
over.
room.
This.
Yeah,
The
same
third
thing happened to my
game
buddy
over.
Ark once.
Damn, brutal.
Man,
Press
Yeah,
F to pay
so-
respects, I guess.
No, I get a bunch of games overs too. I'm like, oh, I found a secret. Money.
I
Oh,
found
that's
that.
tasty.
It's quite common here.
And once again, I've immediately lost the sword.
I'm on Granny's stove right now, and I died.
Oh, then that means you're on the path. You're en route to get back to the freezer. Have fun there.
oh boy.
Oh, I am.
I'm not liking the lack of music in the armory right now.
Yeah, I'm
No.
noticing that too in the armory.
It's concerning.
You're gonna.
I think
It's
Pugly's
some
Scavenger Hunt
sinister
didn't have
coming
music in the armory either. Now that I think about it.
Is that just a common thing with the armory, I guess?
Maybe.
They're too scared to play music in there.
No. Okay.
Something happened in that armory they don't want to tell us about.
I can believe that, honestly. Alright. I think I've made it further in the armory than the last time I tried to go through here, so... Maybe we'll find, something. Oh no, the Hall of Clocks.
I'm in the pantry now. Gonna eat all the Doritos in
Oh, that
1
looks
millisecond.
There is a
Secret.
jump in
Huh?
the freezer that I swear is pixel perfect, and because the ice physics loves to eat your jump.
Oh yeah, no, I know about the ice physics.
Oh, speaking of pixel perfect jumps, I think I found one in the Hall of Clocks.
I don't like these penguins. They're making me nervous.
Yeah, that's such a big gap to try and make.
Ooh.
At least I don't have to deal with the ice physics, but I have to deal with other sorts of nonsense.
I feel like this is one of those games. Actually, you know, this is like one of those games that like a kid would be like getting excited to get, and then plays it for like 10 minutes back in the day, and it's like, okay, and then plays Sonic the Hedgehog.
Gomez is my favorite character.
Ah, dang it. I think that's game over as well. Yep.
I made it to the Hall of Clocks! No, get out of the pit!
I made it to the Hall of Clocks, but I didn't get out of it, unfortunately.
I've made it
I
to a
think this-
rolling snowball in the
I
freezer.
think this was all. I think this was all worth it to bring this game. This is funny.
you got your mileage out of it.
Reactions.
I mean, I'll give this game something, though. Unlimited continues, because I don't think any of us have encountered a full game over, so I think it's safe to assume the game has unlimited continues. So I'll give it
Yeah.
that.
I gotta
I've
redo
explored
this
every
game.
area thoroughly now.
Ah,
These like weird pigmen that are bouncing around on their stomachs have the weirdest patterns, and I don't like them.
I'm assuming that's in the fridge area.
yeah,
I would
looks,
assume correct.
yeah, looks like Lamsy's in the fridge still.
That's the one area I haven't been to, actually.
You're probably better off for it, if I'm being real. I think out of all the areas I've been to, the fridge has been my least favorite. No
The
points for
game room
guessing
was
why.
the game room was the most challenging for me, like hands down. That was the first one I went to.
That's where I am now. I don't think I've been to it until just now, so...
Listen, I've spent 20 minutes on the freezer. I will spend the last 7 minutes on this freezer.
You're determined to clear the freezer now.
It's at this point, it's not a matter of.
It's a matter of pride.
It's a matter of pride. Yeah.
I'm not getting that invincibility power up. That is too much to get.
All right, the toy tower.
All right, I'm back at the armory. Oh, I lost my speed shoes.
Hello, Monkey See, Monkey Joe. How you doing tonight?
I sure do.
You're here nice and early for Retro Book Club because we're still on the first game. At the tail end of the first game, granted, but...
You know, like, speaking of Genesis, though, I love the Genesis Sonic games, but, like, I think 2 is probably my favorite, honestly.
It seems to be the popular pick.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's, like, the popular pick, but I think it holds up and it's pretty good.
Was it your first one you played? Because I find that's
actually
a lot
the first one I played was the first game I played was actually 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 1's the first one I played as well, and most people I hear say that 1 is definitively between Sonic 1, 2, and 3. 1 is the worst one, and I can definitely understand why. I think 3's the one I like most personally, because 3 has my choice of bonus game because I love Blue Spheres.
Oh, get Blue Spheres.
Yeah.
That song lives rent-free in my head.
Oh, this side.
Did you ever do the Sonic and Knuckles thing of plugging in a Sonic 1 cart into Sonic and Knuckles so it's just endless Blue Spheres?
Yes.
Hell yeah. That's something I can't say I've done just on account of not having Sonic and Knuckles, but that is absolutely something that I would do if I did own the game. Just, like, chill out and play Blue Spheres forever and ever and ever.
There's a fan game that's just called Get Blue Spheres, and it's just all of the procedurally generated Blue Spheres levels from Sonic 3, and you can just play it infinitely.
I'm not much of a Sonic person, but I think it says a lot when the one thing every Sonic fan can agree with is that his best game is the one where he died.
Was that the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yep, that was the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. I never did play that, but universally I was hearing that it was pretty good. I'm just gonna take the deaths.
Yeah, I'm starting to see this invincibility power-up in Penguin problems. That is not worth it at all.
Yeah, because it looks like you have to bounce off a penguin in order to get it.
And if you don't do it, like, immediately, the penguins overlap, and I've noticed that if you try to jump on enemies overlapping, you'll still take damage, despite killing one of them.
Mm-hmm, good game design.
I don't like penguins anymore, actually. They're evil.
Wow.
Just because
I know
penguin problems, it's ruined the whole species for you. This one.
Yeah. I hate penguins.
Wow, okay.
Somehow I can't... Okay, well...
Next time you're gonna bring a game all about killing penguins. I think there's at least a few of those on the Master System. And the MSX. I'm just gonna take the deaths. Although we are running out of time with this game, so you'll be free from this game soon enough. I see I see 3 people in the ice area, and I just feel like on principle I need to go join all 3 of you on solidarity.
Oh, it ate my
Is it weird to say I'm enjoying this a lot?
I believe we call that Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah.
I have a very prevalent issue with Stockholm Syndrome in games. I'm just gonna say that right now.
It just keeps sucking you in.
Yeah, I like good challenges, and I like unfair challenges as well.
Oh yeah, that's me with Super Mario 74 Extreme Edition, honestly. It's like spicy, extremely spicy food. It's good, but you hate it.
They're gonna say if you like unfair challenges, I have the site for you. It's called Retro Achievements.
Yeah.
That's why I'm afraid to start.
Yeah.
Remember, damageless, A button timed.
We're gonna rewind.
I already go achievement
Remember
hunting on Steam games, and I got like some really unfair ones already. If I do retro achievements, that's my life is over. That's all I'm going to do.
Just go softcore for it. It is literally infinitely the better experience.
but it's not the hardest mode, and I like playing the hardest mode on any game I play.
Yeah, I'm pretty stubborn about that, too.
I probably should not point you to Rocket Knight Adventures in that case. Because Rocket Knight Adventures does the fun thing of making the extra fun thing that hard difficulty does, making it that you die in one hit instead of having a health bar.
Oh.
Your health bar is so tiny in that game to begin with.
Yes, but at least you can take hits then, and for some reason it's not the only mascot platformer Genesis game I can think that does that, because High Seas Havoc also does that.
I found the cookie jar.
Ooh, I like cookies.
Yeah, I remember you found that earlier.
Yeah. I think it just has money in it.
Now that's tasty.
Alright, this is the furthest I've gotten without losing a life.
Oh, what up?
Make it count, because you got 1 minute left before we move to break.
Oh boy.
I'm probably gonna die.
To be fair, I think part of the problem I'm having with this game is I'm playing it very aggressively. This seems like a game where if you want to get anywhere in it, you got to be like slow and methodical of where you're going. Otherwise, you're just going to charge into danger over and over and over again.
There's no time limit I've noticed on these levels, so that's probably the way to do it.
Yeah, and I'm a former like Super Mario 64 speedrunner. So, like, I just have to rush everything, or else I feel like I'm getting...
Going slow is not in your vocabulary. You took it out of your personal dictionary.
Yeah. I'm way too fast and scary.
Alright.
I used to speedrun Super Mario 64 with the keyboard, by the way. That was, like, terrifying.
Oh, I noticed. I have a friend who does that as well with Mario 64 ROM hacks as well. Playing 64 ROM hacks with the keyboard, which I've heard is an experience. Anyway, we've hit 30 minutes.
Oh,
so no more of this game.
Hold on.
Well, no more requirement of this game, but maybe I'll come back to it
I
later
can't
today.
pause retro work.
Alright, we're gonna take
You're stuck playing Addams Family forever.
We're gonna take a quick break.
I know how to load.
We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be playing my game up next. We'll see you in a bit.
Alright.
I mean, you can also keep playing the game for a little bit longer while I introduce the next game. You got, like, another minute or two with it. On account of that.
I'm so proud of myself. I got the invincibility and penguin problems.
Nice.
Very nice.
You can't just post the Danny DeVito A kid, bitch. I'm gonna see that by peripheral vision. I'm gonna see that by peripheral vision. It's gonna scare me.
Keeping that up the rest of the night. That's staying like full screen.
Yeah, no, you know, Jimbo actually has like a framed picture of that actual image. Like
A framed picture.
no, he actually does, and like he told me he just like has it over his desk, and he always like looks at it for motivation. This is real, by the way.
Yeah, it's my motivation. No, you don't realize. I have every frame individually. I have every single frame of the GIF individually framed, so I just like have to move my head all around the room to watch the GIF move.
Wait, how many frames are there?
He also used to have like a little homies poster, if y'all know what that is, but he lost it. That's actually real, not like the other thing I said.
No, yeah, hold on.
Alright, we are back from break, which means it's time for our second game for tonight, from me. Now, since we have 3 newcomers here, I figured, why not go the route of bringing back a classic on the show? So, this is a game that I went through, we had it in Retro Book Club way back in our first season of this. Sometime after I did do a game clearing of it, so I'd beaten this game proper, after the fact. But it's a game that is genuinely a fun, relaxing game, I'd say, and I'd say it's also appropriate for the holidays. And in fact, it's one you can pretty readily play if you have a Nintendo Switch because it is part of the Switch Online service. So today, we have Fire and Ice for NES.
Oh, I heard that one's good, actually.
This is a puzzle game.
Ooh, I like
Oh,
a
I'm
good
screwed.
puzzle game.
With a warning on the box I had to read on principle. Warning, this cartridge contains logic puzzles that may be highly addictive. Caution and restraint are recommended. Yeah, this is also known as Solomon's Key 2. So, this is also known as Solomon's Key 2, so if you're familiar with Solomon's Key, this is the sequel to that. And I think it was just straight up named Solomon's Key 2 in Japan. But here it's named Fire and Ice.
But one day,
But one day.
But one day.
a evil wizard named Drudel sent flame.
Did you know that there's like an actual Guy Fieri game for the NES? That's real, by the way.
Is there really?
Are you talking about Shatterhand by chance?
No, I'm talking about the Guy Fieri awesome.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to concoct like something funny to say.
Because so I don't know if you've seen the box art for Shatterhand, but there's definitely people who have said that the guy on the box art for that game just looks like Guy Fieri. Let me see if I can find the box art.
Yeah, no, I want to see that. That's funny. It's like, I'm gonna take you to Flavor Town.
Oh no, that is just Guy Fieri.
Yeah, it's Guy Fieri.
There you go. Here's the box art for Shatterhand. It's going in the Discord.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's Guy Fieri.
Yeah. It's just Guy Fieri.
I still see Addams Family on Praxis, by the way.
Oh, sorry. I was just waiting for a cue.
Dude,
Sure. Fair enough.
dude, I can definitely tell I'm gonna like be so confused playing this. Anytime it comes to puzzle games, I just sit there. I'm like a caveman.
Yeah, I can definitely explain as we go into it, like, how the game operates. The actual mechanics, there's not too many mechanics to go through, but how those mechanics are used can definitely turn your brain inside out. They use those mechanics in some pretty clever ways.
Yeah.
Doing a little bit of recropping really
I
fast.
forgot that some of these old games have like some photosensitive stuff. I gotta not look at that.
Yeah, the actual game should not have much of anything in that sense. It's just mostly all in the intro.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like I got everything cropped here, so let's jump over. Because I am ready to go and everybody else is.
Yeah.
I'm ready
I'm
spaghetti.
chilling.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire and Ice.
Oh, I don't know if my controls are working. Oops. Hold up.
Can you tell me a story?
Wispy Woods. What? That is
I wanna
actually
hear Grimace
just
story.
a Mario star.
You do get you do get world select. I would recommend starting from world 1, but if you want to start from one of the later worlds, you can.
My
Like
controls
World
are
9.
not working for this.
You may need to check your button bindings then.
Yeah, let me check this real quick.
I love the little
I
floppy
see.
hat animation.
So,
Oh, this is really cute.
so your objective in each stage is to put out all the fire, which you could do by either pushing an ice block into them or dropping an ice block on them.
I'll reload it.
Animation's
adorable.
Oh, sorry about that. Hold up. My whole thing just crashed.
You're good. You have outside of D-pad, you have one button, and that will make a ice block at your feet. So basically, one square in front and below you, or down right one square. It'll make an ice block there. If there's an ice block already there, it'll make it disappear. And that is all there is for controls. Oh, hang on, I gotta reopen your stream. There we go.
Yeah, it's like RetroArch is just like a little finicky for me sometimes. All right, there we go.
I was scared that the ice was gonna.
Okay, it's working. We're good.
But
Yep. Alright, let me clean up, cropping a tiny bit, and then I'll jump back in.
It is a little laggy for... Oh, no, it's not. That's just the game.
There we go. Alright, back into it.
So what am I... which...
beginning.
Choose anything?
Beginning.
Okay.
Continue is basically put in a password. Because this game is a very lengthy game, so odds are... Well, obviously you're not going to be in half an hour here, but odds are, playing it for the first time, you're not going to be in a single session.
Alright.
oh, how are we supposed to do this one? 'Cause I
Figure
can't
it out.
do that.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit of lag, but it's alright.
Yeah, I think the one thing this game might have been able to benefit from is an undo button, but it's not the worst thing in the world that it doesn't have it, I'd say.
Okay, it's a puzzle game, got it.
Yeah, but we got puzzle game hours here.
I'm adoring this already. The animation is extremely cute, and this is just like right up my alley in terms of gameplay.
It's a very good
Yeah, this is,
game.
like, pretty cool.
I'm glad they re-released it on Switch Online, because this is one of those games that's, I wouldn't say it's like bullshit expensive, it's just horseshit expensive.
Ah.
Distinct difference. Cartridge is like, you know, here, I'll look at price charting, but ballpark estimate, cart only is like $200. So it's definitely a game that holds its value. Okay, loose it's 166, so not as high as I thought it would be. In fact, I think it's gone down since last time I checked, so. But it's still not cheap. Thank you for redeeming that pie ass. I got really lucky because I found a box copy at my local store, and it was expensive at that time, but, like, I don't think I could have asked for the game in better condition.
Well, that's good.
Nice.
Alright, let's get rid of this fire.
I'm gonna have to restart. Screwed myself over on this one.
Yeah, that's something that'll oftentimes happen, which, hey, fortunately, you can do. Most good puzzle games will let you reset after all. There's some other fun distinctions that you gotta get acquainted with, like having ice that you set stick to the wall. You can only
Yeah, I noticed that.
you can only push ice that's one tile big. You can make bigger ice blocks going left and right, but going up, you just stack them on top of each other, basically. And once you clear all 9 of the regular stages, you go onto the boss stage.
Ooh.
Very scary.
Which is... It's mostly just a normal stage, but you're on a harder time limit, usually with the screen constantly scrolling. Okay, there's a light bit of flashing in the cutscene when you go into the boss, but it's not a huge amount of it.
I'll just close my eyes tight.
Alright, let's go ahead and...
I'm puzzling good.
I'm good. I'm proud of you, son. Alright, that's World 1 done. I forget how long my VOD was from when I played through this game on stream. I want to say it was about 3 hours long, and that's when I was already familiar with the game because I'd played it here and there. Oh yeah, and also, because I haven't commented on it, there's an edit mode, so you can make your own puzzles.
That's awesome. I love
Really ahead of
puzzle
its
game
time.
level editors.
Yeah.
Finally got 1-7. That took me way too long.
Nice. There's one thing I'm sad about, it's that, my personal favorite song in the game, is very early on, because I have a soft spot for the track that plays when you're in World 1. The rest of it's solid, but something about World 1's song I just really like. But each world has their own distinct song to them. Alright, World 2-2.
Haha. Alright, I got 1-8 a lot faster now that I figured out what 1-7 was doing. Boss
This is like a actually really fun game, actually.
Yeah, I'm loving this.
There's a reason why I wanted to bring it back. I had a few others I wanted to bring back, but I felt like this was a pretty good one to bring, especially with it being around the Christmas time.
Oh.
Yeah, the whole ice theming goes pretty well.
Right, now what do here? I think this will work just fine. Yeah, just drop down and then let the rest of the ice do its thing. I mean, since you can go to any world you want, if you want to see how complicated some of the later worlds get, you could always just, like, jump to World 9 and see what that's like. And it's not just jumping to any world, but also any stage within them. So, like, I could just go straight to 2-9, for example, when I'm only on 2-4. So you got a lot of free reign.
In this game reminds me of Baba Is You, if you've ever played that.
Yeah, I can see that. That same sort of energy with puzzle solving.
No matter what you say, no matter what you do, in the end, Baba is you.
Baba is you, and is fire, and is ice.
Ah, okay, there we go.
So... if I do this...
Oop.
I'm in too much back pain to be thinking this good.
That's the most I can't hear without my glasses statement I've heard today.
Now it's boss time.
The first boss isn't too difficult. It does get you decently well acquainted with dealing with the pressure of there being a time limit. But it's a pretty loose time limit. Like, if you already have an idea of what your plan is for the stage, you should clear it with plenty of time.
Okay, I want to kick this. Throw this down.
Boop. And boop.
Oh, I see what you're talking about with time limit.
Yeah, the screen's constantly scrolling upwards. Fortunately, in the case of World 1, it's all confined to just one screen. It's all just like right here. But in later worlds, you have to go up a decent bit, we'll say.
I do appreciate how there's no, like, there's time limit on the boss stage, but there isn't a time limit on the regular stages by the looks of it.
Yeah, the game does keep track of how much time you spent in a stage, but there's no actual time limit for the stage itself.
I can see this game really benefiting from an undo button, like you said.
Yeah.
Oops.
Unfortunately, this is before the undo button was invented. I think it fares fine enough, though, without the undo button, because most of the stages aren't long enough to make not having an undo button too damning.
Oh.
Nope.
But there are definitely some complicated stages later on. When you get stuff like pipes that you can go through, for example.
Oh, wow, I'm really overcomplicating this. Okay.
You too?
First time? Right, into 2-8.
Yeah, because then I should be able to do
The-
this, hop
there
up
we
here, do this.
The stages that are truly best, though, at making you feel like an idiot are the stages where there's only one fire that you have to destroy. So it's just a matter of figuring out how to get to that fire in order to destroy it.
I could have done this so much easier.
These fires have faces on them.
This one's really confusing me. I think I know what I'm kind of supposed to do, but yeah, I haven't really played a puzzle game in a little bit.
Yeah, it's one of those stages where you basically have to just, like... One way I like to approach puzzles is see where I can safely make an ice block and then get back to the previous state that I was in, basically. For lack of a better way to describe it. Basically make it so I can make a block and not have to worry about any other problems that might arise. Let's do...
I'm assuming I need to do...
Okay, yeah, no, I think I'm doing it right.
This sort of maneuver. Yeah, and then I can go down here.
Oh, this game makes me feel like a genius.
It'll make you feel like a genius at one stage, and then just as quickly it'll make you not feel like a genius. Oh yeah, continuing the talk about the boss cutscenes, having a bit of a flashing warning. They are also skippable, so...
That's good.
And it's not every boss fight that has, the same mechanic of you're on a time limit, because the second boss, the way it works instead is, you have a bunch of moving targets that you have to try to hit out of the air. By dropping ice blocks onto them. Alright, that's World 2 done.
Okay, yeah, no, I 100% get this right now.
If I do this, am I gonna perish? I will not.
You did not.
Alright, just did one of the more difficult ones, yay.
Also, good news, World 3 continues the trend of ice blocks, having faces on them. Or fire, rather, having faces on them. Yeah.
Yay, I like the friendly fires.
Taking friendly fire to a whole nother definition. There we go.
Oh, I guess I should have,
The only time I don't like seeing fire with faces on is when I was a kid playing Super Mario 64 with the Lethal Lava Lamp painting. That scared me really bad.
Oh, the Bowser face and the Lethal Lava Lamp portrait?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, it was a Bowser face?
I assume it was supposed to be a Bowser face.
It's kind of like warped, but I was pretty sure it was Bowser.
I was today years old.
You get to learn something new every day, huh? Oh.
Apparently.
Okay, there's a lot of possible moves that could be involved with this stage. Let's start with this.
Alright, there we go.
My brain starts like going like, oh, I can maybe this is the solution or this is, and then I realize I just need to like press one button and it's already solved. But it goes like way overboard.
Having
starts like, oh, I can do this, and then you're like, maybe I can't do this? Oh yes, I can do this.
Having done enough mystery races, and especially mystery races in puzzle games, because the Speedruns Live mystery tournament is going to be starting up again, so I have to put on my puzzle brain for that again. One of the strategies I always like to use in them is just put moves on the board. Like, not really even thinking about them too much. Because sometimes you can... Well, A, you can just stumble into the right answer by mistake. But also, it at least lets you see how certain things operate, which can help to continue giving you ideas about how to progress. Alright, oh no, I see what they want me to do. Make some ice there!
Boom, boom. I'm getting my groove with this game.
Boom.
Oh, I see. Boom, boom.
It's always if there's any any hidden gem NES game, I'm gonna reset that actually. Any hidden gem NES game I would recommend to people on the Switch Online service, it's this one. I forget what else is on the Switch Online service, but it's usually pretty comfortably this one that I would recommend to people.
Yeah, no,
They're adding Tetris pretty soon, actually.
Maybe I should pull up the NES list, because I know there's some other good like hidden-ish gems in there, but there are also like hard games that I can think of, like Journey to Silius, for example. Like that's a good game, but fuck if that game isn't hard.
Yup.
How am I going to deal with this?
Okay, are you on 2-7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just on that one. It took me a moment to figure it out.
And as for me, how am I gonna do this nonsense? I mean, I've fully thought this plan through.
Alright, I got that guy. If I do this,
I'm gonna
that'll
do
do
this.
with them.
This.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I feel so smart. I just breezed
yeah,
through
I'm so
2-7.
Oh, it just breezed through 2-7.
Someone's bitter. Someone's very bitter about that.
Boy, I'm happy for you. That's really nice. Good job.
Oh, so swell!
No, I didn't want to kick it. Ah!
Oh, now this is one of those instances where I wish I had an undo button, because I had most of the puzzle down and then I made one misstep and whoops, now I have to do the whole puzzle again.
Is there something I'm missing here? Oh. Oh, that's the puzzle. Okay.
Just that slightly. Alright. Alright, let's try this again. We'll make... Oh, nope.
Do that. And then we'll do this. Then we'll do...
Alright, what was... Fuck. This is the worst thing about puzzle games, is when you do something smart, and then you screw up something later, and then you're like, fuck, how did I do this the first time?
Wait a minute, I thought it was smart.
Yeah.
What happened? Aha! Got it. Alright, and then I do that. Beautiful.
I'm gonna go with that. Actually, no, I can do... What is that? I'm just gonna reset. I think I know what I was trying to do there, but I didn't quite put the whole puzzle together.
Now I'm at the boss of World 1.
Oh, I messed up.
Alright.
Oh. I messed up. Okay.
Make this stack once more. What is my timer at? Oh, we're like 20 minutes into this game, huh?
Already?
Yeah, right?
I want to keep playing.
I want it now!
Alright, yeah, let's do that, and then...
No. Okay.
Oh. Interesting. This is like a point of no return sort of situation I'm in.
Yeah, so... In a situation like that, you definitely want to think very carefully about what move you're going to make before making it.
Yeah. Well, luckily, I can do the thinking thing sometimes.
You can outsmart the game.
Only sometimes.
Hey, sometimes it's better than no times.
World 2 boss, here I come.
Enjoy it! Alright. I might be able to get out of World 3 at least before time's up. I'm like halfway through the world. Oh, yeah. When I was mentioning stages where you have to deal with there being just one fire and you have to figure out how to take out that one fire, Yeah, 3-6 is a stage like that. There's only one of them, but you need to think about your every move if you want to take it down. I think I've got...
This boss stage isn't like timed, I'm realizing.
It's not time-based, but it does have a different gimmick that you have to deal with.
I thought it was time-based on top of it, so I was just going, like, super fast mode.
Nah.
Yeah.
That one you can fortunately take your time with.
Nice.
Alright, 3 more stages and then it's on to the boss of World 3.
Oh. I murdered that lizard.
In cold blood!
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, literally.
Alright, well, killing this fire is just
Oh my god, you're even cuter!
free of charge. Yeah, well, they're already in cold blood because ice. You
I
did
thought
it.
reptiles were also cold-blooded too.
Oh, I
actually don't know if they are or not.
What am I doing in this stage?
I hate this.
Where's that? Okay, yeah, that block is right there by default.
Like that. Actually, I don't do that.
Yeah, there is something I'm missing about this stage, evidently. I'm not sure what it is just yet.
Okay, know exactly what I want to do with this, and that is...
Oh! Duh. Well, I say duh, but it's not really a solution you would immediately think of for 3-7.
Oh, I skipped a stage. Well.
Well, you can do that stage instead. You can go back to the world map, though.
Yeah. I'm assuming new game. Yeah.
I appreciate the no lives thing that they got going on.
Yeah, new game. I wish the language was a little bit better for things that you could do, like new game. Could have been like go back to map or something like that. I think what quit does. Yeah, quit is what gives you a password, but it still lets you continue the game. Or rather, it asks you, will you continue the game?
Oops. I definitely feel like I could probably, like, definitely have, like, a lot of fun with this game if I, like, marathoned it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, puzzle games are my bread and butter, so that's why this game, really meshes with me, personally. There's, like, I think there's a few other good, I mean, I guess Solomon's Key on NES, but, like, there's other good puzzle games on the NES, like, in this era. Boulder Dash is another one that's weird. That one's more weird to get used to, because that's more, like, action-y puzzle. But that one's also pretty neat. I feel like that is not the move I wanted to do. It might be my only choice, though. I think it is. Okay. Well, I think I have an idea.
Huh.
Like that block, and I realized the problem with what my plan was. Whoops.
Let's try climbing up the right
There we go.
first.
Another stage where there's only one fire, so you have to think about your every move very carefully because of that. Otherwise, you're not going to have a good time in this stage.
That, boop.
So if I do this.
think there's any
Let's
way
go this way.
through this, is there? There should be. I would think. I mean, I guess... That? No. That's not quite what I need to do.
I might be a genius because I think I just figured out how to do the first boss.
I am an actual genius because I figured out how to do 3-9 by making random moves and eventually finding my way through it.
3-3 might be the first puzzle. Oh no, it's the second puzzle that's got me like pretty stumped.
You definitely do. To an extent, World 3 boss is another one that's on a time limit, constantly forcing you upwards. To an extent, I do wish the timer, the time for the puzzle didn't reset when you left the stage. Because it'd be interesting to see how long you spent trying to think of the puzzle, because, like, you might get the puzzle down, sure, but a lot of that may have been spent on just trying to figure out how the puzzle operates.
Yeah.
On previous attempts. Alright, and I got out of World 3. And
I'm going to World 2.
I've got a little bit of time left, so maybe I'll jump to some of the later worlds to show what some of those puzzles look like.
I might actually just, like, do the set for this at some point. I mean, I already got one of the achievements.
I imagine the set would be pretty straightforward with this one. I don't think it would be asking for much more beyond clearing stages. Maybe clearing them fast enough.
Got it.
Like, outside of that. There is a World 11 that you can only get to with a password, basically acting as like a bonus world. Which I haven't personally done, but I've heard a lot of the puzzles in World 11 are nightmarishly hard.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, yeah. 4-1 is the first instance where you have pipes to deal with. Just gonna drop that on you, and we're going to gap you. I think I know what most of what the game wants out of me for this puzzle. Oop. And got that last fire. I think some of the other gimmicks I remember appearing in this game, I don't know where a stage is in. Let me see what World 9 brings to the table. Yeah, so World 9 has... Well, for one, it has a indestructible block here that isn't ice physics, unless it's sliding across ice. But you can't destroy it, so all you can do is push it. I think it also takes out fires. But there's also... there's a burning heat source here that will... what am I trying to say here? You can't get rid of it any, so it's just a constant problem you have to deal with, and any ice that falls on top of it melts. And then there's some that's unlit, but if a fire falls on them, then they become lit. But that is 30 minutes of fire and ice.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had pretty good fun with that, actually.
That was fun.
I want to get this level here. There we go.
Right.
Dude, I got back right as it like pretty much ended.
Yeah, just in time. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be playing JLambsy's game up next. We'll see you in a bit.
Oh boy.
Alright, perfect. That gives me a chance to grab a drink.
I stretch my fingers.
I need
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna go stretch real quick.
Take your stretch breaks. Now it seems like an opportune time to do so.
I really want to grab a Sprite right now, but I already had a lot of Dr. Pepper.
I reset the timer as well for the next game.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. So I got a little bit of a break.
But yeah, no, genuinely, I am probably gonna just like play that later.
I recommend it.
I'll probably look into it more since
Lambsy, look at your screen right now. They're snoozing. It's so cute.
Sorry, what?
Lambsy, look at your screen right now. The like wizard fell asleep. That's really cute.
Oh.
As a little idle animation. Well, we are back for our third game for tonight. From JLambsy.
Alright, well, I originally had a game that I wanted to play on PlayStation, but it was one featured previously, not a big thing, but I figured, you know what, let's try and find something that wasn't featured for one of my
And you did do that.
And I did do that. So I'm on a Metroidvania kick right now with the Dominus Collection, and I played the Castlevania Advance Collection and all this other stuff, and I figured, well, what better way to continue my Metroidvania kick with playing another Metroidvania? This one is Shaman King Masters of Spirits 2.
Ooh.
For some reason, it's... Actually, is that supposed to be a 2 on the box art? I think that's the right box art, but... it's a little hard to tell. Either way, Shaman King Master Spirits.
Should be 2, because I did say 2.
Hold on, let me... I might put the wrong game in here. And if that's the case, I can go grab the right one real fast.
We can play the first one. It doesn't really matter. They're like 90% the same. Just the second one's better.
Let me load it up.
It is Master of Spirits 2.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Yep.
Just got the wrong thumbnail.
Yep.
I've never heard of Shaman King, but apparently it's Shonen Jump?
Yeah, so Shaman King is a Shonen Jump manga anime where basically it's a bunch of shamans coming together to become the Shaman King and essentially control the spirit world. And it comes to the fact that they get the spirit that they can kind of manifest.
Oh, that's interesting.
And the 4Kids opening slaps.
The 4Kids opening?
The 4Kids opening slaps. If you know anything about anime in the early late 90s, whenever it was brought over to North America, it was usually under 4Kids, and they gave it an English opening. If you've ever heard the English pirate rap for One Piece,
yeah, I've heard the
that
English
was 4Kids.
Yeah, my friend Jimbo actually really loves that.
I'm right here.
I still defend.
Like
The One Piece pirate rap slaps, but
it is pretty good. My favorite 4Kids thing that they did was the national anthem for 4th of July.
not the 4Kids national anthem.
The actual 4Kids dubs, terrible. The openings for the animes, like, come on, Kirby right back at ya.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Kirby.
That's a pretty iconic one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Metroidvania based on Shaman King. That's all I got to say about it.
There we go, I got the right box art this time. Gotta resize it slightly. There you go. That's the right box art. I just went to go grab that really fast.
I miss when box art used to look awesome.
Right?
Alright, let me flip over to the game here, see if I have it loaded up for everybody.
I miss when box arts were art.
And sometimes you get some good box art, but
I miss.
And then sometimes you get
spines.
Super Mario RPG remake.
The spines of games had art on them. I've got the Dot Hack GU trilogy, and the 3 games make the Haseo Grunty.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Having art that's
On the spines of the game.
You had to plan that.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm still sad that for the physical release for the Dominus Collection, they didn't make a callback to the Konami Best on the DS.
Oh. What was another really bad one? The Arkham City Game of the Year edition.
Yeah, that's another infamous one. The Game of the Year edition, where it's just plastered with, like, 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, like, all sorts of, reviews.
Yeah.
That's another pretty iconic one. For good reason.
Yeah. Iconic or infamous? Both?
While we're talking about box art, can we just say that the GameStop, like, non-branded box art is kind of slapped?
Like the old, like, 2000s one, where you had, like, all the characters on them.
They didn't have the case, so they just threw it in a game box branded
Yeah,
box.
they look pretty generic now. I probably have some of those still around the house. I think that was back when they were also still under EB Games. Alright, well, I am ready to go when everybody else is.
Yeah, so you all have your when you go to new game, you can select your difficulty as well, so.
Oh, perfect.
Okay,
Well,
I'll probably leave it on...
that on expert.
I'll probably leave it on normal. I usually leave it on the default difficulty unless it's a game that I'm super familiar with.
I hear someone going expert, I will join you on this.
Alright.
You know what? I'm gonna go expert.
Alright, I guess we're all just gonna go expert then.
I painted all of you.
Jim, you gotta go expert also for the funny.
Let me change the game really quick.
Yeah, mine's lagging a little bit behind, but I mean it's fine. It's not a speed run. Unless it is.
Oh,
Grand Shaman committee, don't care.
It might be using the wrong core, but
Oh,
I think we started. Whoops.
You know what's clunky?
I'll reset here quick.
So, Shaman King Master of Spirits is in the Twitch database, and then the second one is Shonen Jump's Shaman King Master of Spirits 2.
That's hilarious.
Alright, but it sounds like most everyone is ready, so...
Okay,
we're not starting yet?
We're not starting just yet, but we will be starting... I mean, it's fine. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shaman King, Master of Spirits 2.
Yeah, now Shaman King. I reset.
And it's not a big deal if you jump in a bit early. Ooh, I get lore. Also not the first time we've had a 4Kids game, or like a 4Kids dub on here before, because since we were talking about One Piece, funny enough, we did have the GBA One Piece game.
I was not expecting the forehead on Opacho.
that's a powerful forehead.
That is a terrifying sprite.
I need to send that one to Good Faces bot.
Sorry for interrupting you there. It just caught me off guard.
Yeah, no, we've had a few Shonen Jump related GBA games. You know, the One Piece game we had not too long ago, Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure.
Oh,
I'm
back again.
That's a pretty iconic one. Welcome back. You can start the game.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know.
Okay. Just making sure in case you weren't aware that the timer started.
No, I had my headphones on. I had something... Dude, I can't do expert. I'm not an expert at this.
Okay.
But you have to do it because if you do it, I will give you 1 cent.
No.
You also get a brownie point.
Do it for the 1 cent.
Maybe a brownie.
I will.
Another Steam card on top
I will give you a 500 chip and Anton Blast.
Oh, sweet. Sweet. I can buy stuff with that, and you get maybe.
You can buy a cowboy hat.
I could buy a cowboy hat with that money. Let's go.
Yeah.
No, what would have been the funniest thing is if everybody went on expert except for JLambsy, the one who picked the game.
Yeah,
What's hilarious is I've
really
never
funny.
played this game either. I was just kind of taking a look at Metroidvanias, and this one popped up, and I heard good things about it.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was not expecting this to be a Metroidvania when you said it. Is it
one just yet?
It might be a stage-based Metroidvania, so like a Shantae game or Demon's Crest.
Yeah,
Yeah, you will definitely go back, from what I understand. But yeah, the big gimmick is, you know, you have different loadouts of different spirits, and they do different attacks. Like if you press right button, you do a special attack that takes up like mana.
Oh, yep. It looks like an overhead swing, which probably does good damage.
Now, if you're playing on expert, oh my goodness, things slap on expert if they hit you.
Yeah. I've figured that out the hard way, but I'm already on the next stage. Woo, these bats! I'm so glad you can duck.
I mean, if it's like a lot of Metroidvanias, I imagine as you get further in, it might become a bit easier because you're just a bit better equipped. I mean, obviously things are gonna hit harder, but you'll be a bit better prepared to deal with them by that point.
You have stats.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of information to keep track of.
And there's a thing in the menu tracking your completion as well.
Oh, is there?
Added bonus there. Yeah, it said complete 1%.
Oh yeah. That's very handy. No idea what that did.
I'm
but
going to
I assume it's good things.
I am going to assume falling into a pit will mean death for me.
You could be the one to test it.
I love the little spirit orbs when you get them. Oh my goodness.
I can see the pits leading to new areas, because that seems like a very Metroidvania thing to do.
Well, at the moment, this just seems very side-scrolly.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I feel like it would be giving me a complete 1%, like, sort of thing if they weren't intending for me to backtrack later.
Yeah,
not
and
as
for
bad.
anyone looking at my screen, I swear I'll fix the lag on the next game.
Interestingly, though, when you go from stage to stage, it doesn't give you a full heal.
It does
Yeah.
give you a heal.
It does give you
Yeah,
heals,
it is a heal, it's just not a full heal.
I got the Magnoscope,
Hooray!
I think.
People who look at my stream will see Satan from Anton Blast because my friend Bagel asked me to put him up on stream, and I'm just keeping him there now.
Satan does have some cheeks. Okay, so if you
Yeah.
fall in a pit, you just take damage. It's not an instant death.
That is nice.
Yeah,
Or
that's good.
Not only do you take damage, you're carried out of the pit.
I'm scared. Okay. I caused a lot of distress for myself in that situation.
You can't jump up onto that platform. Got it. You know, with the same general coding, the same general code of paint it has with like some of the Castlevania Metroidvanias, I'm expecting at any point to just kill an enemy and suddenly seeing level up.
Right?
But it
Surprised
doesn't.
that hasn't happened yet.
It doesn't look like there's any experience meter. Just looking at the submenu. In fact, let me look through the submenu a bit more. I see deck, which I have to wonder what deck is.
I figured that out. That's the like spirit you have equipped.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's basically what you have equipped to the R button then.
Yeah.
And then you press, I believe, select to change through them.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, I can see that now. Because I hit select instinctively earlier, trying to figure out what every button did. And it didn't immediately do anything that I noticed. So I just wrote it off, but no, it cycled through them, which is why I was on ability 3 for some reason. You know, an ability that I don't have.
I still don't know what that green orb did. I haven't found out what it did.
Which one's that?
Kanta?
The Magnoscope.
Or
Magnoscope. So if you equip that as a spirit and then you use it, you can look around like if you were holding, say, like L and R in different games.
Oh. Oh, I see.
yeah, look
And I just
around
got like a spirit stone here.
and attack with a shower
I
of
see.
white
That's
paint.
Part of that.
Yeah, let me equip some of these into my deck so I can experiment with these.
I
Yep.
got camera movement.
Yeah, unfortunately, it does, even if slowly, it does still drain your magic. So you gotta be careful of
I
that.
just did something. I don't know what I'm doing.
Kanta does not immediately seem that useful, though. At least at a
No,
glance.
it does not. No, compared to Maru.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I haven't
Yeah.
really been using it that much because I haven't had too much need for it currently.
Canty attacks with a shower of white paint.
Yeah, I got a good laugh out of that description. Like, what does that tell me? That tells me nothing. Oh, hang on.
Just grab a paint bucket and just splash it on your enemies.
Yeah.
I like how there's skeletons here. 'cause
Oh,
I can
I
just go,
ended
like,
up
drink
in
your
a boss
calcium. It looks like milk.
I'm gonna pause for a second just to fix up cropping a bit, because GBA does have some interesting aspect ratio from time to time. I'll just give that a quick touch up before going back into it again.
Oh, hello. How are you?
I kind of really love the noise when you get the 3-hit combo on the wooden sword and it makes the...
Yeah, the like slapping.
Yeah.
Oh, satisfying noise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, health. I think it's the first health pickup I've seen in the stage so far.
Outside of, like, healing at the end of a stage.
Mm-hmm.
So, you can go into the shop in between stages and buy some healing items as well.
I haven't popped into the shop yet, I've just immediately gone to the next stage each time.
I didn't even know there was a shop. Let's see here.
I could probably look at that next time I'm at the world map.
Oh, you have to go back one stage at a time.
Oh, yeah, it's not just a you pick the stage, you actually have to
Yeah,
traverse
no.
through the
You
stage
have to
itself.
traverse it, yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I guess it's a little bit more of the Metroidvania aspect there. It does get that backtracking quota in there pretty nicely.
It kind of feels almost like Order of Ecclesia-esque.
Let's move along. Which does also mean it's going to be pretty inconvenient to try to get back to the shop, unless sometime later you might get like a fast travel ability.
Well, no, you can do the shop at any time.
Yeah, you just pause.
Oh, it's just a pause. Okay.
Menu.
In my brain, I was thinking like, yeah, it'll be a menu thing, or not a menu thing. It'll be a thing on the world map to go to. I guess pausing makes more sense for something where you're going to be backtracking a lot. This is a boss fight if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, that's a boss health meter. Oh, and that hurts. Oh, that really hurts. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I am glad that I went to the store and got a healing item.
Right?
Yeah, I'm feeling like I probably should have done that, but oh well.
Oh, all that progress is just gone.
Yeah, you gotta save. You gotta manually save.
Oh,
Shoot.
if
Oh,
you
you
die.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
this
you
is gonna
kick
be
me in the
interesting.
face.
This is gonna be interesting for me then, because I am like one hit away from dying. I didn't get healing, and I haven't saved, so this is gonna be a thing of beauty.
Oh my god, this is a tough boss fight.
Are you? Yeah, an expert. There's like no room for error.
Mm-hmm.
What? Really?
God, even my special ability feels like it doesn't do that much damage.
Yeah.
Yep, I died.
Oh no.
Ripperooski.
I do not know how to hit him. Oh, it's like, gotta be very close.
Praxis, I blame
Oh.
you. You said it would be
Why?
funny.
I am dead.
This is not
What do you
funny.
mean?
You said do it, it'd be funny. Go on, expert, it'd be funny. This is not funny.
I'm on expert and I'm getting like 10 FPS right now. So what do you think I feel?
Oh, you can retry?
Like permanent bullet time.
Oh my god. Wow, you really
means
do
you
just
got-
go all
means
the
you-
way back.
You got more reaction time.
Yeah. Okay, maybe expert wasn't the best thing to choose, but
What are you talking about?
You know what? We made our grave. We might as well rest in it.
no,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
I'm having a blast.
I mean, it would have probably been
It's not
fine
blessed.
if I did the unthinkable and remembered to save while I was on the world map. But, you know.
I keep
That-
trying to backdash
a lot of
cancel my
effort.
attacks because I've been playing so much Portrait of Ruin and or the Dawn of Sorrow.
See, I don't do backdash canceling. I instead do the jump canceling, where you just, like, barely tap the jump button, and then you tap the attack button, and then you land the attack, and then you land on the ground, and then you can just attack super fast because of that, by doing that over and over again. It's great.
Yeah, but if you're playing Portrait of Ruin, you have to backdash cancel all the time because Charlotte, Jonathan,
You're right.
I love how that's also the legitimate speedrun strat too.
What's even the point of these platforms?
Just there to tease you, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
How much health do I have? 28? Yeah, I guess I gotta eat a piece of sushi.
I guess I should be eating well.
Yeah.
Being on expert, I've just decided to just only go for the big healing items like the hamburger, because every attack does like 30 damage, so getting only 20 health back doesn't seem the most useful to me.
Yeah, I should probably look in
Yeah, I
at
know.
what I've got here. The hamburger is expensive, though.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. They do seem to be relatively proportionate to one another in terms of how much they heal versus how much they cost.
Oh, that's a silver dollar. Give me that. Oh, no, that's a rock. I got a rock.
That's a bird, that's a bee!
If I were playing this game to beat it, I am sure the first thing I would buy is the deck, because that seems like a permabuff instead of just a inventory item.
It's also really cheap, which is surprising.
Each one you buy makes it more and more expensive.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was going to be one of those cases where...
Yeah, but still, the first deck only being 100 is like...
It makes you wonder what the last one's going to be valued at. I'm gonna hang out here. At least blitzing through the stage means it's probably not gonna take that long to get back to where the boss is.
Yeah. Oh, I dropped an item.
Gussie Kenji.
Oh yeah, the first boss is kind of brutal.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah.
But
Especially
Just a
once
teensy
they get on the moving platforms, because like you have to be pixel perfect basically.
Not helped by the fact that the boss is a huge damage sponge.
Also that.
and then the duplicates.
Yeah.
The duplicates I didn't find too annoying.
They're not too bad, but still the annoying thing of, oh, I killed another duplicate instead of hitting the actual boss. Where, as opposed to just directly fighting the boss itself.
Uses pebbles. Well, where do I get pebbles?
At the supermarket, they're called Fruity Pebbles. I'm sorry.
I've seen the
Party
bats
my
have been
pebbles!
dropping them for me. Like I've been seeing like rocks and stuff. Drop from the bats.
I think I've seen a few of them. It's in this treasure chest. Money and some healing. I found some cherries in a chest, and it got me some good healing. Or at least some adequate healing.
That's what I found earlier. For, like in-level healing.
Yeah.
Alright, shop by... Oh, I'm just shy of enough money for another hamburger. Alright, I'll buy some hot dogs instead.
Oh my goodness, 76 damage from this thing.
Something else I'm not a big fan of that I realized is the bosses aren't really marked on the map, so unless you know it's a boss, you're just kind of committing to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is a pit.
Which you may or may not have saved in advance to prepare for it.
I will say the format of this game, if it like auto-saved after like every screen, is great for a handheld because you like do maybe like a minute of gameplay, and then you're just the opportunity to just shut the system off.
Yeah, if not the lack of auto-saving, the lack of checkpointing when you die. At the very least, is a big negative for the game in my mind.
Yeah, I kind of got.
Once you realize that the first time, it's not like a big issue.
Oh wait, does it not autosave after each stage?
No, it does not. You have to manually save.
Yeah.
Oh, so I have to start from the beginning?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of us learned that the hard way when we got to the boss.
Yeah, that's what I just learned.
Which, yeah, I just died. But this time around, I actually saved before the boss, so I shouldn't have got much hassle to go back in there. And I'm kind of learning how this boss fights as well.
Yeah.
So I think I can get him down.
Alright. I got maybe a fourth of the boss's health right now.
Oh, I got interrupted on my special. I was trying to use it, and as I was swinging, I took damage.
I one-shot the boss. I was actually rather impressed with that.
You one-shot it?
Yeah, like I beat him my first try.
Oh, okay. When I hear the term one-shot, I'm like one attack and it's done, you know?
That's what my mind defaulted to as well. I mean, the attack patterns themselves, I don't think are especially difficult. It's just they hit like a truck when they do clobber you.
Yeah.
Right, I need to get a healing item from the shop. I was gonna try and do it with that one.
Also, I don't know if you were already prepped on having healing going into the fight, because that might have helped if you did.
I think I'd bought some like a stage or two before, but I had no idea that the boss was coming up. So I mean, it was one of those like it just was lucky to happen.
Yeah.
I think I've found my stride with the boss now. I've like gotten my tactic down. You don't have to get on the platforms to hit him.
Yeah. I was a step away from killing the boss.
Oh, you get skills. Like actual like different attack skills.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right.
No, I don't mean like your spirits. Like a button combination to do a skill.
Yeah, like kind of like the Soten abilities where they're like fighting game inputs.
Oh.
Yeah, like yeah, like so. Yeah.
I just need somebody.
I just got one that was double tap forward and attack.
Now I just need somebody to scream Dark Metamorphosis.
All right, let's heal.
Full steel.
Where'd you get to, Dad? Get over here, Dad! I need to beat you up with my spirit.
It does make me wonder how much easier the boss would end up being on normal difficulty.
I feel like you just do the same damage, and it's only like the amount of damage taken.
Probably.
Unfortunately, I gotta P-rank this game.
Oh no.
Dude, this is not Pizza Tower.
It's like a sliver of health left.
I feel like if I die one more time, no offense to the game, I chose the wrong mode though.
Nice.
So I'm probably just gonna hop on another game if I fail again.
No, I don't blame you.
Yeah, this game looks fun, but I am not. Nope.
I don't know if I could handle playing through this entirely in expert mode myself.
You know, this is on expert mode. This is still better. This is still easier than Mega Man Zero. I'll just be honest.
I can definitely see it. Mega Man Zero games are notoriously difficult for Mega Man standards, so that's fair.
Yeah, because yeah, because like my girlfriend was trying to like play through those games recently, and she said, and she's like the most patient person I know, and she got really mad. She's like, I love this. This is fun, but I better stop before something happens.
I was talking with somebody recently about Mega Man Zero, and I think we kind of agreed that one of the big problems that Mega Man Zero has is the screen real estate, because they're all GBA games. So you can barely see what's coming up in front of you, so oftentimes you can find yourself falling on a set of spikes that you had no way of seeing unless you knew it was there.
Well, I find one of the things with... I don't find Mega Man Zero to be too bad unless you're going for rank.
Yeah, that's also the thing, because you'll probably have an alright time in Mega Man Zero if you're using the elves, which are basically the items.
Oh, okay. So if everybody wants a little bit of a hint too, if you double tap down, you backdash.
Oh, it's not just bound to a button. Huh.
Oh, sick.
You have a dodge?
I just figured this out randomly when I just about jumped to my death off a platform.
Thank you. I'm going back for that wooden crate now that I beat the boss.
You know, I would do the thing that Jim's doing, where it's just play a different game, but I'm too stubborn.
Well, yeah,
I'm not.
I'm committing to the long haul on this. Oh, branching paths.
Yeah. I'm enjoying this quite a lot.
Oh yeah, I accidentally just backdashed out of the area.
It's a good game. I just knew I would have been stuck there the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Dashed
saving
out the
before the
area.
boss this time.
Yeah, saving before the boss helps a ton. Like, as we've pretty much already established at this point, if the game either A, had auto-saving, or B, had checkpointing for when you died, that would make it a lot better.
I do have to agree with you. It's definitely a very old school design in the fact that, oh, you haven't saved? Well, sucks.
Which, I mean, I guess I can't judge too badly, because that was pretty standard for the for a lot of the Metroidvanias. Like Zoten and
Yep.
the GBA ones at least, and I presume that carries to the DS ones.
Yes.
Once you beat the boss, I'm gonna save you some time. The going back for the crate, not worth it. Just some money.
Okay.
Money's never worth it. Unless it's like $20, that's crazy.
It was like 5.
You know, I met someone that had quarters one time. I was like, oh my god, you could get gas station food with that money.
Alright, is there a thing to tell me what the abilities I have are, because, unless it's in here somewhere. Because I imagine what the game wants out of me is pushing, where's it equipable? Fuck. Oh, press A button to view message. Because I definitely need to push this crate.
That's you get that
That's the
from
thing
the
from
boss.
the boss.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's one of the spirits. It's got
Yeah,
a gold star next to it.
Togamaru or something. You have to equip it and then use it.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Tokasero.
Well, yeah.
Togamaru.
The kind of ability that I thought would be, just a passive thing.
And you gotta press and hold.
Yep, I caught onto that part.
Yeah, get you on that pretty quick.
Alright, well, according to my timer, we've got 5 minutes left with the game.
Oh. That was fast.
Says the person playing Anton Blast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I would have had more time to play Anton Blast.
Oh, now press the button.
Oops.
That is pixel perfect.
Do you know what that means? You got a P rank Anton Black.
Yeah, because the game totally has P ranks.
Getting cracked.
I call I just refer to doing anything in a fast, like, perfect time now, just P rank.
It's that
Like,
Pizza
P
Tower
rank in a
brain
grocery
rot.
store. Yeah, I'm not even a big Pizza Tower fan.
See, in contrast, Pizza Tower was my game of the year last year.
Oh my god.
It just feels so good to play when you understand how the movement works in it.
Yeah.
There's another big complaint about this game, and when you game over, it does this slowdown effect, but it takes forever to play down. I'm using the speed up function just to get back into the game quicker.
Yeah.
I want to get... See, I'm trying to get these treasure chests, but also...
Dogs.
Well, yeah, they're... in a spot that's hard to get to because they're being guarded. Although I did pick up something that looked to be either temporary invincibility or a free hit. One of the two. Either way.
Amagaru is very easy to get to those spots because it just one hits the enemy.
Fair enough. Hit.
Ooh. Oh.
It's gonna be...
Hit him and then he teleported.
It'll feel so nice whenever... I would imagine, based on the stats here, there's gonna be equipment I can get or permabuffs to increase the damage I do, and that's gonna feel so nice to have whenever I would get that.
Once you get a new sword.
Oh. Well, we're gonna get... There's a... Oh, can I backdash into that? Nope. I thought I was smart. But that's just another ability.
Let's switch back to this. The overhead swing seems like it'd be good for the scenario.
Yeah, I've basically been only using overhead swing.
I haven't really been using it much because Brain's like, you should conserve your magic ability.
It's auto regen though, yeah.
Yeah. But still, it just makes me automatically in the mindset of need to conserve it. And I guess it doesn't even... It recharges at a pretty decent pace, too, I see.
Yeah. Oh, there's a collectible up there. I'm not even gonna bother for that, though. I already know that I'm missing a move to get it.
No, you are not. You just have to take the upper path.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the one that lets you do a double forward attack to do a bigger hit.
Oh, heck yeah.
Real winning
If
move.
it's where I'm talking about, yeah.
I also have to find some humor in the person who backed out of the game is the one person who didn't go for expert.
No, I went on expert.
Oh, you did?
Oh, you did?
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, peer pressure.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, I got peer pressured.
I peer pressure him all the time.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Oh, that's pretty useful.
yeah. Don't worry, I'll get my revenge later.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I thought you did with Addams
Yeah,
family.
He remembers the Domino's incident fully
Why
well.
is there just like a professional boxer in the middle of like this skeleton-infested factory?
I hate this pit because it looked explicitly like a pit I can fall into, so I walked into it, and then I got carried out of the pit and took damage.
Hey,
He
at
keeps
least you got
teleporting every
carried
time
out
I'm
of it.
ready to
I
hit
don't-
him.
Oh, you died to
I'm
it?
gonna get Paul
Oh, yeah.
right now.
Pussy
Well, I just picked
Kenji.
up Ian. Increases attack power by 1 level. Oh, okay.
It's a
That
short-range
sounds good.
punch attack.
Is it
Oh.
a passive? It's just a passive, yeah, nice.
So one of the things I reflexively do when I'm on a moving platform waiting for things to happen is I just keep instinctively tapping down so that way I just keep crouching over and over again. Guess what happened?
You did the backdash?
Yep.
That's how I found out about the backdash dodge. Is I did the exact same thing.
I have no health, no healing
it's-
item. No...
It sent me into the pit.
It didn't send me into a pit, fortunately,
Oh, that's
but it
a
did
dude
take me off the moving platform.
You know, these look like sprites that Dorkly would get their hands on.
Alright, that is time.
Get ready for a death battle.
That's the 30 minutes.
So, I'm just
I
gonna
died
say,
just in
at
time.
30 minutes in, I found an item that lets me equip a ghost to the left bumper as well as the right bumper.
Oh,
So
wow.
you can have 2 ghosts equipped per deck.
Get that dual wielding going. That sounds rad.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, well, we are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be playing PraxisSparks game up next. We'll see you in a bit.
Yay.
Save state.
I'm gonna use this time to go take a quick intermission. It will just be, it won't be too long, just like a minute. Speed
Okay.
run time, be right back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab another drink.
I would like to point out ahead of time, Praxis told me that fucking like was alluding to the fact that I might not like the game they brought, so don't be shocked if you see Anton Blast appear again.
Yeah, I feel like that might be accurate with the game that we have coming up here. You may like it, you may not. Which, I mean, I guess is a general enough statement that could apply to any game, but, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just get a game that you're like, how could this game not be Anton Blast?
Exactly. These games don't have Paul from Anton Blast in them.
Alright, well, we are back for our 4th game for tonight, provided Praxis is back. I'll take that as a no. Well, we can wait it out for a bit longer. I know they said they had to step away for a bit. So we can do it. We can wait that out a bit. Oh, did I
You know
just...
what I'm like really
oh yeah, it's
like
Praxis,
relieved about is that we've had like some pretty decent games because I've seen some retro book clubs and I was like, I'm gonna join and then I'm just gonna get like one of those.
Alright, I'm
where it's just,
back.
like,
Welcome back.
nothing but.
I mean, I try to be nice to newcomers. It's not until like a show or two in where I'll start taking out the kid gloves. But anyway, you're back for our 4th game from Praxis.
Yeah.
Which, as Rusty was just saying, I think while you were gone, you were mentioning that this is a game that Rusty may not like, so we might see Anton Blast again.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me turn off the Anton Blast window real quick.
Let me turn off the Anton Blast detector.
Yeah. No, but Satan's sitting in the pose. He gets to stay. He's
But no, tell us a little bit about what we have here, Praxis.
All right, so it's an awesome, iconic puzzle game, and it's very well beloved, and like everyone praises the Genesis version.
Yeah, I beat the Genesis one.
Yeah, am I supposed to also say the name of it? Like.
Yeah. Tell us what game it is.
All right, and it's Dr. Robotnik's Mean Beating Machine on the Game Gear.
Oh.
You're bringing a puzzle game. I suck at these.
Yeah, so I played my fair share of Mean Bean Machine on Genesis. I don't think I ever sat down to play the Game Gear one, but I mean, it's at the end of the day, it's Puyo. So like, if you know how to Puyo, you know how to Mean Bean.
I have to do half an hour.
I don't know how to do either. I don't know how to do either of these.
I was the guy who only played Tetris and Puyo Tetris.
See,
I need to learn Puyo.
See, I had a crew of people that I, like, for a while, I played Puyo with them weekly. So I got pretty solid at playing Puyo through just doing that enough. But it was definitely a learning process before I was anywhere near good at Puyo.
Yeah.
I love that head-to-head mode, looking at the menu, is called gear-to-gear mode. I assume that's supposed to be head-to-head mode anyway.
Probably, but you have to use 2 Sega Game Gears, so it's gear-to-gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, RetroArch is just having a weird slowdown for me. Like, in general, that's kind of odd.
Odd.
Huh.
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter for this game, because this is, this is like, yeah, so it shouldn't be bad. But, like, if I get on next time, I'll get that sorted out.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's get this game
Also,
up.
Jim, I can't believe you got mean beans.
Yerp.
Those beans are mean.
Yerp. These are my mean beans.
I'm seeing those mean beans. Alright, well, I am ready to go and everybody else is.
I'm ready, and I want to eat spaghetti.
Alright. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
I just want to let you know this game is actually way slower than the Genesis version.
Oh boy.
I mean, it looks like it's gonna be the same number of stages as the Genesis one.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, it doesn't look as detailed as the Genesis version, but detailed enough for me to figure out what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, the slowdown's not really bad on this since it's a Game Gear game.
Yeah, it feels like it's going at it's running at about the pace I would expect.
Yeah.
And it's also Puyo 1 rules, which probably won't be, it's probably something that won't be super relevant to you unless you're pretty experienced at Puyo. But that basically means if you can do a 5-chain, your opponent is dead.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, figuring out how to chain well in Puyo can definitely take some effort if you're not already experienced with that.
Yeah,
I sure am not.
Figure it out here.
I'm a caveman.
We know.
Also, as a fun fact about Mean Bean Machine, at least the Genesis version, that's a game that I actually have on standby as like a game for if I need to test a controller. Because that game does something that I rarely see games do. It has an input test.
Interesting.
Alright, what am I going to do with the rest of this? I have an idea of how to string this together. Now, if only I would get the pieces I need to string this chain together. Give me a pink. Yeah.
2, 3, 4. Ah, only 4.
Well, 4 is still pretty good. Like, anything you can use to obliterate your opponent is always going to be a good thing.
Oh, I just looked over at the right side of the screen and
yeah,
pretty obliterated.
Like, 5 is how you guarantee the kill, but 4 pretty much wrecks them as well.
Oh, we get passwords, alright.
You know, I used to be pretty good at Puyo Puyo, and then I played with a cracked out expert, and then I got like instantly killed, and I was like, oh my god, that was nuts.
Yeah, when you find people who know how to do like 8 chains in Puyo and the like, it's like, oh well, I guess I die now.
Yeah.
I just wanted to play funny blob game.
Funny blob game. Yippee.
Funny blob game is funny.
Yeah, not have to reevaluate my life choices because I was humbled by a 10-year-old.
There was a community I was in that had like weekly challenges, or I think it was like bi-weekly challenges. And one of the last ones they had was Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. And this was after I had gotten pretty experienced with Puyo. But evidently I was like one of the only people who was experienced with Puyo, because I think it was a score attack in the endless mode, and I think I beat the second place score by like 1,000,000 points or somewhere in that ballpark. So, like, when you know how to chain in Puyo, from a getting points standpoint, you can get a lot of points. Because I'm sure you might have noticed your score at the top and how much higher that multiplier goes as you chain pieces together. And just like that, that's another 5 chain. And that's another opponent down. I expect, though, the last few opponents, they're going to be, the board's going to be moving very fast, because usually the board is very hard to keep up with by the end. Like, I can already see the pieces starting to drop faster here on stage 5.
There we go. It's about time I beat the first stage.
Yeah, we got Game Gear Mean Bean Machine, Anikiki. It's it sure is Game Gear Mean Bean Machine, which I mean, kind of does work for the platform. Handhelds seem like they would be like a prime spot to put like puzzle games, which makes you wonder why we didn't get Kirby's Avalanche on Game Boy. We did get Star Stacker though, I suppose.
I'm dead.
Congrats on dying.
Dead? That's so sad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, yeah. When I said I'm bad at these types of games, I mean I'm bad. I died on level 1.
Yeah,
I keep... Sorry.
No, go on.
I keep thinking the Puyo stack on the right is like my next piece after the next, but no, that's my opponent's. That's why I've been having such a hard time here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have a stupid plan, but I didn't quite get the trigger for it. Okay, well, my stupid plan is more or less out the window now. So, I guess now I improvise.
I just realized I'm not wearing my wired headphones. Oops.
I'll take any chains I can get, even if it's just
okay,
2 chains.
Chains gotta do it. Come on.
And what else can I do in this silly build?
Finally got him.
Nice. I have an idea.
Stage 3.
I have an idea of something I can do, but I need another pink piece. I mean, I guess it'll work. Yeah, cut through that chain. Well, I didn't prevent garbage, but I sent garbage to my opponent, so it should keep you busy for a little bit. Have another round of garbage.
Just do this 2 chain real quick. Free those up.
There we go. I was about ready to lose, and then somehow I ended up just getting a big chain.
Nice.
I knew exactly what I was doing.
I
That's a lie.
I definitely had to struggle my way through that stage because I didn't get my initial chain set up. So then I had to figure out what I was doing from there.
Whoops. Alright, let's do this.
Blue? Oh, I had a hard enough time
my
with
blue
3
got
colors.
covered. Uh-oh.
Or 4 colors.
Yeah, they throw another color in for you.
I gotta get another green in before it gets covered up.
Okay. I need another red before that gets covered up.
Oh, nope, got covered up. I might lose here.
I'm pretty sure the game has unlimited continues anyway, so you should... You can keep putting attempts into the game, and you'll eventually get through it.
Yep.
Let's do a 2-chain.
That was a 2-chain there. My opponent keeps sending me garbage, and it is absolutely ruining my day.
Yeah, and this is pre-Puyo 2, which the big difference between Puyo 1 and Puyo 2 is if you do a 5, like, say for example, you do a 5-chain, your opponent does a 5-chain at the same time, they cancel each other out. Whereas here, you get the garbage regardless of any chain you may have sent alongside your opponent. What?
No, I messed up.
What do here?
Wow, I really messed up. Alright, yep. Is there a quick restart option?
Oh yeah, AI's angry at me now. Oh boy.
There we go. I was really struggling for my life there.
Yeah, and dang it. Yeah, I'm just gonna tap out on this attempt and get a fresh board.
Can't think and speak at same time.
Yeah, it's definitely got that puzzle game thing of, like, you want to say words, but also you need to think about what you're doing in the puzzle game, and then you don't think about what you're saying. And then you put foot in mouth. Oh, just me?
Brain activity acquired moment.
How do I use my brain again? Oh, that's it. Well, thanks for giving me the pieces to set up a 5-chain. Alright, well, see ya.
If I can get a double... Well, actually...
I love the freaking character designs from this, though. They're actually like really good.
I have a new board design, and I don't know if that means anything for me or not. I'm going to assume it's just a different look.
It means game progress.
Great. I always wanted progress in my game.
It's a new concept with the Game Gear.
Did you know that the Game Gear invented video games?
I know, tell me more.
That's a lie.
The Game Gear is actually the most revolutionary piece of technology.
Yeah, and then the scrappy Game Boy came along, trying to show the Game Gear how it's done. Nah.
Oh my god, my day has been ruined once again!
Yeah, I have a very silly chain built up, but the problem is, I'm not gonna be able to dig down to it.
I got something cooking crazy, and I think it's about to come in fruition soon. Yep, it's happening.
Just don't get it covered with garbage.
Huh?
I say don't get it covered with garbage.
Did my goal. I beat 1 level.
You did it!
There you go. Esports, baby.
I don't know what I did.
They should do, like, esports for Mean Bean Machine, honestly.
I've done it. My local game store did do a tournament at one point for Mean Bean Machine, which is neat. Well, that was years ago, though.
I do have to say this Bean Machine is certainly mean.
Game Gear, this is how you video games. Game Boy, this is how you video games longer.
Whoa.
With less batteries at that.
I needed a red. It did not give me a red in 20 pieces.
Yeah.
Surely a more Mean Beans / Puyo statement has not been uttered. I needed such and such color, and the game did not give me such and such color. Alright, if I can step in a red here... Oh, no.
Nope.
See that.
Fuck it. I think I'm at the point where if I get past this dang red drought that I've got going right now... There we go. Just cashing what I've got now.
I keep getting green and red.
Reds ever. Reds just don't appear.
Yeah, if I got another red, I could have turned that into a 5-chain. Whatever, it was enough to kill. It was enough to commit murder in the back alley. That's all I needed.
Oh, that's Batman's origin story.
Are we playing the same game?
This is where I watched my parents die, Robotnik.
If you said that to Robotnik, he'd probably just make a funny face at you.
Every time I see that, I just can't help but think of all the edits of both of the one with the turtles as well as the Parappa one. The Parappa one especially is the one that I remember.
The Parappa one's my favorite.
Especially like seeing the edit of it first, and then seeing it voiceovered, and then seeing somebody animate it afterwards. Like it's just the joke that kept on giving. Let's try to set up a chain a little bit better than the last one.
I feel like if I practice enough, I could probably become cracked at Puyo.
There are definitely strategies that you can use. The general build that I try to go for in Puyo is what's called stairs, where it's basically you make a bunch of columns of 3 of the same color in a row, and then you just put the next piece next to it, and then you just chain those together. And you can, depending on how you get colors, you can relatively reliably make a 5-chain out of that when you get enough experience with it, and obviously if you get the right colors for it, but you know, you might be asking for a miracle on that front.
Alright. You know, I'm actually setting up pretty good despite, like, the input lag. Like, I'm actually, like, able to do really well right now.
Yeah,
I'm thriving.
I think I'm just dumping, little bits of garbage on my opponent, but considering the initial garbage heap was a 3-chain, my opponent might have a little bit of trouble trying to dig out of that, yeah. Timer says we've been on this game for 15 minutes, by the way, so... somehow we have, survived, we've avoided going into Anton Blast for that long.
Oh no, don't worry if I die, it's Anton Blast time.
That was the first 3-chain I've gotten in, like, 10 minutes.
You know, I have a similar rule with like trying a new food. If I don't like it, I just go to chili dogs or something like that.
I thought you were saying if I don't like this food, I just go to Anton Blast. And I go, what the heck? Why are you eating Anton Blast?
Yeah. No, he's opening a restaurant, don't you know?
Yeah. I hear it's a pizzeria.
No way. That's like,
Five Nights at
the one
Anton's.
guy.
Alright, I'm at the final stage now. Oh god, I forgot how fast Robotnik's... Like, if you want to see how quickly the pieces drop, just look at my feed when you get an opportunity.
Oh my.
I'm at coconuts right now.
I'm in blue. Why are you blue?
I need a green because then I can trigger my chain that I'm building. But nothing...
Like I said, I'm also get like the Christmas colors, like which is fitting because you know it is the season to be jolly.
Yeah, 'tis the season, etc.
I hate being jolly.
Why would anyone be jolly? Bah humbug and all that.
Be merry and gay.
Halfway there.
Alright, I beat the game.
Oh, I'm so bad at...
The whole machine's collapsing.
No.
Yeah, dude. Dude, puzzle games, like, when I hear them, I'm just like, oh no.
I have never been good at Puyo. Like, it just is one of those games that just does not...
Puyo definitely has more of a learning curve than Tetris. I have a few drop puzzle games in my rotation that try to do some interesting things that I'm looking forward to giving out to people. I have at least one that's in my rotation that I want to see how people handle. But maybe I'll get that out for a future week. But there's a reason why... There's a reason why when it comes to drop puzzle games, Tetris is the one that people default to, because it's pretty easy to pick up and play. Whereas there's a little bit more of a learning curve with Puyo. And then there's nonsense like Pyramid for NES.
I have been stuck on stage 3 this whole time.
Yeah!
Thank you.
That, again, sounds like Puyo.
I've been playing this game for probably, 19 years, I would say. Actually, you know what? No, more like 18 years, probably. That's what I would think. I started playing, well, not this version, but I started playing like the Genesis version on like a crappy plug and play that we used to have.
Oh yeah, like probably like an @games plug and play or something like that.
Yeah, I used to have it, but I don't know what happened to it.
I mean, I think I want to say Mean Bean Machine is just straight up on the Genesis Mini as well.
It is.
Yeah.
It better be.
If I remember correctly, anyways.
It's like one of the only mini consoles that I don't have, which is a shame because it's got a solid library. It's just a case of most of the stuff I'd want to play on it, I already have a cart of, so it would be more of a novelty than anything else for me. I guess it's going to be a solid way to play a bunch of games like Gunstar Heroes, both the Castlevania and Contra games on Genesis. There's a few Mickey games on there, like Castle of Illusion, from what I recall. But at least I have a PlayStation Mini.
Yeah, there's a couple of games on there that I'm surprised that they didn't add on there.
Now let me look at the...
Bandicoot.
I mean, since I've beaten the game, I'm gonna be basically just waiting for the timer to run out now, or until we decide to move on. So let me look up the list of games on there.
It's time for
Just be
Anton
coconuts.
Glass, don't you know?
Yeah, it's happy hour.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's happy hour.
Yeah, no, dude, the game's throwing this stuff too fast at me. I can't. No, dude.
All right, so let's look at this list
please.
here. Okay, so actually, there is a game that I would want to get the Genesis Mini for, because it is a game that we didn't get over here physically, and that's Alien Soldier. That's a game that was through the Sega Channel way back in the day. But I think other territories got it physically. What else do we have in here? Altered Beast, Beyond Oasis, Castle of Illusion. Yep, there's Castlevania Bloodlines, Columns, Comic Zone, Contra Hardcore, Darius. Yep, there's Mean Bean Machine.
I know Phantasy Star 4 is on there.
Only Phantasy Star 4?
Might be 2 as well, I can't remember.
No, I only see Phantasy Star 4 listed on here. Interestingly, Puyo Puyo 2 is also in there, apparently. Oh, because that's the, oh, I see why. Because the list is for, which version. So, there's 3 lists here. One for what's on the North America and Europe machines, one for the ones on Japan, and one for the ones on Asia. That's what Wikipedia says anyway. And Alien Soldier's only on the Asia release, apparently, for example. And Mean Bean Machine is on North America, Europe, and Asia, but not in Japan.
1 second, I'm having some slight technical difficulties with my audio.
Oh my
Sure
god,
thing.
I finally beat stage 3. I am satisfied.
Nice. Oh, yeah, here's another good one to get it for, Wily Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Revenge of Shinobi is in here. Both the Shining Force games are in here. Shinobi 3, Snow Bros. Oh, Snow Bros is, interesting. You get Shining Force 1 on the North American one, but Shining Force 2 is, or rather, Shining Force 1 is on all of them. Shining Force 2 is specifically on the Asia one. You got Sonic 1 and 2 in there, and Space Harrier, and Streets of Rage. So yeah, generally a pretty good list of games on the Genesis Mini. What's a crash? What's up?
No, that's fine.
Yeah, I was just reading chat saying PlayStation Mini. What's a crash? Spyro? Who?
I mean, the
Yeah,
PlayStation
exactly, like-
Mini would have been fine if it wasn't just the PAL versions of all the games.
Yeah, like I think it had some okay games on there. Maybe not like the immediate games that you would associate with the PlayStation. But there was still some decent stuff on there. Like I'm looking through PlayStation Mini list. It has Final Fantasy VII on there for one. It has Intelligent Cube, Jumping Flash. Oh, interestingly, some of these are specified to be the PAL version, so I guess some of them are the NTSC version and some of them are the PAL version, so it might be a mix. Metal Gear Solid, Mr. Driller, Oddworld, the original Rayman, the original Twisted Metal as well, so you still get some good hitters in there.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, Rusty has switched over to Anton Blast.
Now we didn't get the full half hour out of them.
It's a good game. I can't blame him. It's also a pretty short one because I was just talking about I was mentioning in the Discord that I've now officially beaten 200 games in 2024, and my 200th game clear for this year was Anton Blast.
Oh wow, you've already finished it?
Yeah.
Didn't it just come out like?
Yeah, no, it's short.
It's a short game. My playtime on Steam says 5.5 hours.
Wow.
I had to go back
I'm
and
going for 100%.
yeah, I had to go back and do 100%, which I may do later. But for right now, I've got other priorities. Alright, looks like JLambsy is tapped out. In fact, it looks like the only one still going is Alfie 5, so unless
Really?
unless you want to keep going, I'll go ahead and stop the timer here.
Yeah, I'd be fine with just calling it early 5 minutes.
Alright, we'll go ahead and stop it here. Alright, and with that, we are going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will be playing our final game for tonight from Alfie 5. We'll see you in a bit.
Oh boy. Dude, I felt so bad for this one because, like, it was, like, especially, like, for game 2, it was unintentional.
All right,
like, I just had to go AFK. It's like, I feel bad because I'm like, I'm not intending to make it look like I'm not trying to play through any of the other games because I am.
No, that's fine.
It's just bad time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know what technical difficulties to avoid next time.
Well, as we always say, it wouldn't be a Retro Book Club without technical difficulties.
Yeah, I always gotta have someone with the technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna start using my wired headset anyways, because constantly fiddling with the wireless earbuds is just kind of obnoxious.
Yeah, I know people talk about using, like, a wireless headset or wireless earbuds. It's just something that I never personally got. Like, I always use wired headphones, just so I don't have to deal with the problem of them, making sure that they're charged. It just saves me a lot of hassle, even if I end up being tethered to my setup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never use wireless. Wired is the way to go for me.
Yeah, because I got like a nice pair of like Philips headphones, like aux ones. They're really nice actually.
Alright, well, we are back for our final game for tonight from Alpha 5.
All right, so I've brought a little bit of an obscure one here because it was only released on the Super Famicom. It never got a North American or European release. However, the game is in full English, so do not worry about that. I have brought Uchuu Race Astro Go-Go.
Ooh.
And it is very much like F-Zero, except it has a fixed camera and you turn the ship 360. You'll get a feel for it once we get into it, but yeah.
Camera. Kind of like Micro Machines or something?
I haven't played Micro Machines.
Is it top down or behind?
It's kind of like a bird's eye.
Like isometric?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
You'll see once you get in. One thing I find really interesting about it is you can turn with the bumpers, so you can try that. That's my preferred.
F-Zero has that as well, but it's usually used for like making like tiny adjustments as opposed to like full-on turning. But I definitely like looking at this. Just looking at the machines, it gives me a kind of a feel of what do you call it? F-Zero. And looking at this title screen as well, like this looks very F-Zero to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotta put that Mode 7 chip to work.
There we go.
Yeah.
My RetroArch crashed when I was switching games.
That's RetroArch.
RetroArch as functional as ever. Right, let's look at cropping.
I'm still having a bit of that slowdown, so... Ugh. It should be fine, though, because it's not as bad. I think.
Yeah, it should be, well, maybe you'll get that super slowdown racing.
Oh boy.
What F-Zero definitely wasn't known for, going slow.
While we're doing the setup here, I should mention that the characters have different stats. So don't just pick off of looks. I'd look at their stat wheel and see which one fits your playstyle for racing games best.
Yep, again, another trait that F-Zero has.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here it is. Let me go ahead and...
Except with F-Zero, isn't one of the cars literally impossible to beat the hardest difficulty with? It just does not go fast enough.
I don't know if it's literally impossible, but there's definitely... Some of them are hard to work with in F-Zero just because of their max top speed and acceleration not being good enough. Because I know the Fire Stingray is what people like to favor because that's like the car with the highest top speed, even if the acceleration is dog shit on it. But I think I actually did, when I played through F-Zero, I did use the Blue Falcon for like the last course. Because having the balance of speed, acceleration, and being able to turn all right ended up working out well for me. Anyway, I am ready to go and everybody else is.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright.
I'm ready.
Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Astro Go-Go.
Go with the Astro Go-Go.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna go with Astro GP. Oh, do I want to do a normal race or a power race? I'm gonna go with the normal race.
Yeah. No, let's all choose the highest difficult. I'm joking.
I think I'll do an Ultra Cup here, because I've played this game a bit.
Yeah, no,
oh, it's a little interesting trying to distinguish, because they didn't really process to me that where the stats were, because it just kind of looked like part of the UI for a second.
Yeah, that's why I pointed it out specifically, because it took me a while to realize that.
Alright, I'm gonna go with Jet. Jet seems to be like a decent all-rounder.
Yeah.
I'm going with the
And now we have the Wonder Cup, the Ultra Cup, and the Miracle Cup.
Oh, this is really interesting.
Yeah.
I kind of like this camera angle, actually.
When I first discovered it, I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, this is really cool.
Yeah, it's similar-ish, the camera angle, I mean... Oh, that is not something I can land on. Understood. It's similar...
You have to land on the rainbow tile, specifically, or else it'll be counted as out of bounds.
Yeah, I tried landing on the clouds, because I'm like, that looks like a platform. Yeah, it's not quite as behind the shoulder as F-Zero is, but it's not too far off from, like, that sort of camera angle. Okay,
oh, there is a boost. Oh my goodness. I'm fast as fuck, boys. Jeez.
Oh
That
my.
skeleton guy.
There is another mechanic to talk about. When you cross the finish line, there's 2 power-ups you can get. If you cross it once, you get a shield that prevents you from getting like hit by opponents and spun out. The second item is if you hold on to your bubble shield and pass the start line again, you get a speed boost that you can activate at any time.
Okay. So that must
so there's
be...
a little strategy there for you.
That must be what was being mentioned before. Yep, so there's a speed boost. So what happens if I pass it again for a third time?
It's just the 2.
Okay, so it's just a
what I
waste,
tested.
basically.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, the speed boost is doing wonders for me. Although this is the final lap, so I'm not going to be able to get another speed boost, unfortunately. I will use the shield, though. Looking like a comfortable second. Oh, I gotta get one of the streams back up because it paused for me for some reason. There we go. Alright, well, now that I know how the game operates, I think I can win a race.
I was not expecting a 90-degree turn in this.
Oh, jeez. I spun way out. I'm gonna have to I'm just gonna restart here.
Looks like the game keeps track. I wonder if it has a backup battery like F-Zero does to...
It does. It does have a backup battery.
To keep track of your personal records, yeah. Oh.
Also, just because I did a little research on the game, if you want me to translate the title, it's just Space Race Astro Go-Go.
I do kind of wish that... Although I guess this could be a bit motion sickness inducing, depending on... who you talk to, but I do kind of wish that the camera turned as you turned, because it is definitely clunky, going into a turn, and you're driving to the right from your perspective, instead of, just the camera constantly being behind your shoulder.
That's why I prefer the bumpers to be turning, to be honest, because I just imagine them as, like, just turn counterclockwise and turn clockwise.
Okay.
It just makes more sense in my brain.
I can't wait for the game to Crash Bandicoot me, and, oh god, oh, I'm pinballing.
Yeah.
Did you speed boost and got hit by the bumpers a bunch?
Yeah. It didn't help that, I had to deal with that 90-degree turn, so,
I really like this. I never thought... This is fun.
Yeah, this game is neat.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
It's pretty cool.
It's a shame we didn't get it, like, officially overseas, but being able to go back and try it like this is really fun.
If you like F-Zero, then you're definitely going to find something to like with this game, I would say.
I mean, it's no Anton Blast.
No, Anton Blast. You got me there.
They should make Anton Kart.
Anton Kart?
Yeah.
They should make Anton Ball. Oh, wait.
Hey, if Anton Blast is so good, where's Anton Blast 2?
Give it another 12 years.
There we go. There's a win.
I'm working on it. I'm sorry. Oh, did my game just crash?
Uh-oh.
Okay, no, it's good. I thought my game crashed. I was like, oh, come on.
Oh, no, that's to the results screen.
It definitely does pay, since there's no, like, map of the course like there is with F-Zero, it does help to kind of make a mental note of how the track is laid out, because you'll want to keep that in mind for if you decide to use the
boosters.
The booster, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's really weird that you can just pause on the results screen. That's very strange.
Hitting this booster or this bumper thinking it's a booster on this track.
Yeah,
I'm making a mental note like it's gonna be right here, and I just keep forgetting.
This looks like enough of a straightaway that I can just use the speed boost right. Oh god, I'm going in reverse.
Oh, I fell off.
I must say, one thing that you don't have to deal with in this game that is something you have to deal with in F-Zero is vehicle durability.
Yeah, I really like that. God dang it.
Yeah.
I crashed into that bumper all 5 laps, and I lost the race because of it.
Got you every single time.
Don't worry, if it'll eventually not be there on one of the laps. Don't worry. Trust me, I'm a doctor.
It won't be there because you keep crashing into it and you'll destroy it.
I'm a scientist. I study the Earth and the planets and spaghetti.
I chose the slowest racer and did one of the harder tracks, so that's...
I
probably look pretty bad playing this, to be honest, but that's because I am.
You know, I may have found my new favorite pinball game.
Consistently getting second, which isn't bad.
Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to use the shield there. Oh, well. I guess no more boost for me. That's fine.
So I gotta ask, do you find the bumper steering a bit more comfortable?
I've been able to mesh with using the D-pad alright enough.
Alright.
That's been what I've been
this is
rolling
F-Zero
with.
pinball, you're right, Neptune.
You know, my first like pinball experience when I like went to an arcade was I went to an arcade with like my girlfriend and we played on this like Metallica like pinball machine. It was awesome.
Yeah, it feels like there's a pinball machine for everything.
Yeah, there is also like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Usually when I go to Portland Retro Gaming Expo, they have a bunch of pinball tables there. And they're all just like free play, so you just walk up to a pinball table and play. I definitely played on like the Rush pinball table.
Oh, that one's great.
Gilligan's Island pinball table. I think there was a Ghostbusters one there as well.
I'm really good. Of the only pinball table I've actually played in person is Elvira. Oh, Elvira. It's the only one that I'm actually any decent with.
For some reason, I'm really good with the Jaws pinball machine.
I never did especially get into pinball, though. Like, I feel like I can play pinball adequately, but not, like, anything, like, super complicated. Because, like, people who know, like, exactly how to tilt the machines to like, save your ball and do crazy stuff like that, that's how you get on a list with me.
Oh, sorry. That's the one pinball game I was really good at, Space Cadet.
Oh yeah, I guess that would have been my first experience with pinball as well, because I'm sure that was like the first experience with pinball for a number of people. Space Cadet pinball.
I remember playing it on the Windows XP.
XP.
Like I've played some other, digital pinball games. I know I had to play Pinball of the Dead for a few challenges before, including the Game of the Year that I was doing last month. That was an interesting one to do. If you want a good pinball game that, like, when I say pinball, I say it in, like, the loosest sense, Yoku's Island Express is a good game.
Goku's Island Express?
Yoku's Island Express. That is
okay.
That's a more modern pinball Metroidvania. And it's very interesting and also pretty short.
There's also Sonic Spinball. I'm sorry.
I mean, I've beaten Spinball, so I can't judge there.
I forgot when I beat that game. It's been a while.
It's certainly a game that you have to grind out a victory for, Sonic Spinball, just because the game does not pull its punches.
Oh, hey, Jim, you can get a P rank in this game.
Yeah, you can.
I'm coming after you.
Coming after your kneecaps.
Was it something I did?
No, it's something I did. He has to deal with me on a daily basis.
Pokemon Pinball is another good pull for pinball games.
Ooh, I liked Pokemon Pinball.
Holy shit.
Speaking of pinball, I was actually at the arcade today, and I played a bunch of pinball there.
Nice. Nice.
But my friend and I were just going around the machines, because we only bought like the cheapest like little game cards, so we didn't have a lot of plays. So we were just going around. We noticed like half the pinball machines just had like a half of a game just in progress that people just left, so we just went around and played free pinball.
Oh, I don't know if I like this course now.
Awesome.
Are you on the lava one?
Yeah, I found the Crash Bandicoot I was mentioning earlier, where you're going towards the screen.
Oh, I'm getting smashed at every angle right now.
Pretty much when you're going towards the screen, it's just auto. Just let it take.
Yeah, I noticed that the first time around. And then you have to turn when you see some. I see arrows, so I'm instinctively turning. But the problem that comes with that is they also put the thing to change my direction there.
Yeah.
So, like, I start turning, and then because of the thing changing my direction, I'm all of a sudden not going the way that I was expecting to be going.
You know, taking a look on the stream, I think we all picked different racers.
Oh, that's
I
right.
picked Love, the pink one.
Yeah, I went Jet.
I went purple
picked
to
the
fly.
I chose green.
Why did I use that?
Yeah, we all went different.
Because, yeah, everyone went different.
That's kind of
I
fun.
don't know, I just saw the skeleton guy and was like, I like him. I want to play this.
I find the skeleton guy like the hardest to play, to be honest, just because of he has top speed, but the acceleration is so slow. So if you pinball, you're just screwed.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
so
that's
the
what I
fire
noticed.
stingray of this game, more or less.
But I'm having fun anyways.
Oh yeah, this is a banger game.
Yeah. I mean, as it was said earlier, it's still no Anton Blast,
Yeah.
but I mean, it'll
Yeah,
do like-
Anton's in the corner.
I mean, it's only like a step down from Anton Blast. Let's be real here.
Jim, you're making Anton
Yeah.
upset. He's crying. He's trying to
I
call
know,
you. You're ignoring his text.
I know. I can't answer the text right now. I got a race.
Don't remember, kids. Don't text and drive.
Oh my god, what did I just activate? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man.
Did you do the speed boost?
Yeah. Oh my god. I got 5th place. I'm washed.
Activate speed boost. It's happy hour.
You're washed, Charlie Brown.
Man.
Oh, I just drove straight off the track. No. Oh my god, I blocked the racer behind me.
I'm
and
actually
got their
pretty
speed
good
boost.
at this game. What the hell? What the hell?
I feel like I could get better at this game. Like,
Oh,
this is fun.
the second difficulty, the other, I forget what it's called, but the other track, that is really tough. I have not been able to beat that yet.
Oh, the power race?
Yeah, the power race. Each rate, like cup, and then the power race. So there's like basically just 6 tiers of each planet and all different tracks. So there's a lot of different tracks you can do, and then there's also the time trials as well.
I can't get over this skeleton guy's noises. He just gets in front of somebody.
Yeah, no, I love that.
I got my win. That course was actually a lot more fun once I learned where the course was going.
Yeah, the lava planet course freaked me out the first time I played it, but then once you get into that like groove of just taking the loops, it's really fun.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying.
The only thing about this game that I feel like it's lacking is I didn't see an option in the menus for multiplayer, so it looks
No,
like
there
it's
is no
single player only.
multiplayer.
Which is a crying shame, because
dang.
I think this would be a fun, like, multiplayer game, too.
Yeah.
It would also probably be a nightmare split screen.
Oh yeah, there's already very chaotic motion on screen. Imagine only having a corner of the CRT for that.
Yeah, right.
Especially when it's like a 9-inch CRT.
Oh my god. Please, I'm gonna die on this.
Oh yes, you know, a little fun fact about me. At one point in my life, I used to own like 7 massive CRTs.
Ah, nice. You two are a CRT. I've got 2 in my household.
I had to get rid of them because I needed to make space.
Aw,
But
that's a shame.
I had like a lot of component like ones. I had a really nice like in-game Trinitron. It was really nice.
Ooh, nice.
You should mail me one.
Nice.
Mail you
Yeah,
one.
right.
You should mail me.
Yeah, right now I've got the
Mail me a CRT.
right now as far as CRTs go, I've got the PVM that I use for most of my retro gaming, but then I also have a smaller one that I have for the purpose of like RF, because the Trinitron, the PVM that I have doesn't have an RF input.
You know,
Yeah,
I want to
my
get more
CRTs only
CRTs
composite.
and like do some stuff with those, but they're expensive.
Yeah, I got lucky with mine, and I'm pretty sure I've told the story before. But the CRT that I primarily use, I got that as a gift from someone. But
my CRT was a rescue. I was helping my mom used to work at a preschool, and I was helping clean out the storage closet, and they just said that like they were gonna throwing everything out. But I saw the CRT sitting up on one of the shelves, and I was just like, whoa, this is like perfect. And I was just like, hey, can I just have this as my payment? And they're like, sure, whatever, take it home.
Yeah, they.
Oh, it fell off.
It's one of those things that like I get why people don't want them, because they are pretty bulky, especially compared to some of the ones that you can get nowadays. Like they weigh a lot depending on which one you get.
Especially those especially the Samsung HD ones. I had one of those, and it was like one of the worst ones I've ever had.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
It was like so bad looking. Like the only thing that looked good on it was Switch, and even then.
Okay, so minor thing to note, I guess. You can actually stockpile those speed boosts. Because I used the speed boost on my fourth lap, and I still have a barrier that I can use. So you can stockpile them.
I didn't think you could.
Which does...
No, it's because as soon as you pass, you use it on your fourth lap, then when you pass the line to go onto your fifth, it gave you the barrier.
Ah. It might have been that timing.
I felt too close to this fun.
I don't think it is. It also does make me wonder the question of if you have the speed boost, can you switch over to the barrier if you just would rather use that in the current situation? I haven't really experimented with that.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I haven't figured that out. And I usually only play as Love, so maybe certain characters can hold a certain amount of items, and Love just can't hold many items, so... That's also interesting. I'll have to play around with more characters.
Every time I get bonked around this game, I'm just like, I'm feeling sick again.
I'm feeling sick again.
Yeah, I'm on the first course for the next cup, and there's a lot more turning and going towards the camera and all that, and
yeah, that's the one I started with.
It's being fun to get used to.
Let's see if I can't finish this cup by the end. I got 3 first, so all I need to do is just get scoring, and I should win the cup.
Yeah, I didn't even rank in on my first go into it. I was actually in second, and then 2 people just passed me right at the end.
If you are ever feeling like you can't finish the course, you can always just pause and you hit retire, and then you can just hit retry immediately.
True. Although in this case, since I'm on the first course, it might be more beneficial to just go back to the menu to get my lives back.
There is no live system. I've failed like 20 times before, and yeah, no, there's no lives. It's just racing.
Oh. Okay.
So
I saw something at the bottom right that looked like maybe it's lives, but I didn't look too carefully, so... Okay, I've been mistaken. Oh, God. You know, I should probably remind myself that there is a break button in this game.
yeah.
A little handy, maybe. Oh, shit.
Just a tad.
I don't usually think about braking in my racing game. That's not how you go fast.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be going fast.
Let's see here. I'm gonna pass I'm gonna hang on to this item for the next lap just to look a bit more carefully at what we have going on here with how the items operate.
For a couple hours, so I'd love to learn more about it. Because there isn't too much documentation about it online, at least in English.
Oh shoot! I accidentally hit go. I accidentally quit the race off.
Oh.
Oh no.
It's over.
Alright, so I see 3 gems now in the bottom right, so I expect that means if I use my speed boost, I'll cash in 2 of those. So let's see what happens when I pass start again. Oh god.
I can't believe Bowser's Castle is in this game.
That is wicked.
It is very Bowser Castle-esque.
Very nice.
I mean, it's got lava and it's got evil colors.
Evil track.
Oh wait, what the fuck? Hold on.
What's P? What?
Yeah, it's invincibility, it looks like. So, there's 3 items. You have the shield for when you... It basically looks like it's a combination between shield and the speed boost. Although I feel like it's not as useful as the speed boost. Just because it's not as immediately... Well, the problem with it is you need to spend 4 gems on it, so...
4 gems, wow. Okay.
So you basically don't get it until the final lap, and you have to not use a single item prior to that.
Oops.
Okay, I'll definitely have to play around with this more, because I've only ever seen the 2 items. You taught me something about this game.
Hey! Let's give this another try. I feel like it can be useful. Just the problem with it being... I think 2 speed boosts are more useful, at least in my mind.
Yeah.
I agree, yeah.
It also might be a thing of, like, if you're already in first, maybe you won't feel the need for speed boost, so you can just use the super good item on the last lap.
Yeah, and just, like, preserve your position.
Yeah.
More or less. Please own it. Oh, well, I guess I'm using my speed boost now. Oh, no, 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 no! No, 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 no! Oh, my God. I pinballed so hard.
Mm-hmm.
I keep doing that. I'm really bad on the lava area, actually. I was doing, like, really good. I was like, hey, I'm actually good at this game. Oh, no.
I at least got 3rd. I scored in.
You ranked in. Good job.
Yeah.
And...
Yeah, this cup is definitely, the second one is definitely a difficulty spike.
Yeah, and I'm... Like, I know how the track goes at this point, but that doesn't make it any easier on me.
This second track is when the game kind of introduces all the like the course hazards, and the first one's more just like, here's how boosters and stuff work.
Yeah. I wish there was a little bit more contrast to the look of the speed boosts versus the bumpers.
Yeah, I keep confusing them. That was a big issue I had on that track.
Like, in the heat of the moment, you have to kind of figure out, is this a speed booster or a bumper? And in a game going as quickly as this, you may not figure that out immediately, and you may just make a decision based on how the track is laid out instead.
A lot of this game is just like mental mapping the track out.
Yep. Yeah, I think the problem with that particular booster is that there's like a set of lines before that making it look like, oh yeah, that's a booster. That's the game's way of indicating it's a booster. No, it just traps you.
So I confirmed that what Akami found is if you hold on to everything to the last lap, you do get the power up, which does make you invincible and increases your speed by 200.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it lasts for longer than a speed boost. Whether or not the 2 speed boosts for double speed are better than one slightly longer one that makes you invincible, your mileage may vary.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
Plus you get some music.
Oh, I hate that speed boost in particular, because it's a speed boost that goes at an angle, which means when you hit it, you start pinballing across the walls. It's like the worst speed boost to hit.
It's better than no speed boost, in my opinion.
That's debatable in that specific instance. Because
ice is so annoying.
Because like I'm already going straight, and then the speed boost is just like, no, what's that? You were going straight? Nope, let's ricochet you along the walls.
I had to use my speed boost. I had to recover because that was bad. This ice is kicking my butt.
Fuck. Every time. I think I'd learn one of these times. And yet.
Never do.
Nope. But something I need to try next time I start pinballing off the walls is I want to see what happens if I just hold down the brake button and see if that helps get me in a better position. Because I'm not like, it's not like I'm going to be going anywhere when I start pinballing anyway, until I come to a complete stop.
Oi, my lead. It's been taken from me.
Looking at the timer, I might have enough time to finish this attempt at this race.
This,
Come on,
this
fourth.
second
Fourth.
lava track
Give me fourth.
is... Wow. That's
It's
all
a
I gotta
lot
say.
of autoing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got about 2.5... Oh, I got bonked backwards. You got about 2.5 minutes left before we hit 30 minutes.
Alright, I just finished the cup, so, I think I'll just idle. Watch everyone else.
Yeah, I
gonna do
hit a
the-
speed boost, and then I ran directly into a opponent racer, and then pinballed backwards. Story of this game.
First place! I gotta say, the art style of this game is, like, really unique. It's, like, very cutesy, but also, like, cool.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Let's get that speed boost.
Alright, yeah, that one's
The
making me a bit dizzy
future.
now that I've taken my, like, medication and everything. Whoop, gonna have to hold off.
Oh, for God's sake. You know what? Fuck it. That was a bad use of the speed boost. That was a very bad use of the speed boost, in fact. Immediately pinballing into some walls. You love to see it. I'm actually worried for what the last course is gonna throw at you.
The last course was ice level, so there was ice physics.
Oh, great!
That is evil.
As if I didn't get enough of those from F-Zero.
But you can do a full lap of the course without ever touching ice if you're good.
Okay.
Why are hover
It's not too
vehicles
bad.
affected by ice physics?
I don't know.
The gravitational pull.
Hover ice.
No, no,
black
I don't
holes.
want to hear. No, there's nothing that you could say that will make me be like, oh yeah, no, that makes sense. They're floating above the
ice.
ground. Ice does not affect them.
My girlfriend is a scientist. I can ask her.
Oh, you know what? It's not hover ice, it's space
Oh
ice.
wow, I am like going out of control.
Space ice, of course.
Oh
it's
my god, I am like me at a buffet right now. I'm just saying, if I'm at a buffet and I see some pumpkin pie, I'm taking the whole pie.
I got sick from pie when I had a trip to Nepal, and so by the laws of the animal kingdom, I own a 16-kilometer stretch of Nepal.
I reached over to press the button for stopping the timer, and that was what what did me in for that run. But that is 30 minutes.
Dude, it was crazy because, like, right at the end, dude, like, yeah, the bumper thing definitely worked because, like, dude, I got cracked out of nowhere, dude.
All right, bumper one, D-pad, some amount. I don't know how much. All right, well we played our 5 games, so let's talk about what we played today. So started with the Addams family for Sega Genesis.
Alright.
What do we think about that?
Oh?
I really liked it because it was challenging and it makes me want to go back despite it being really frustrating.
It was really funny. I found it really funny, but also it was like eating a bag of stale chips. It's like it's enjoyable and I'm gonna eat it, but also it's stale chips.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's a great way to put it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go exactly with that. It was like, okay, I can see that there is a good platformer here, but
Penguins.
I think the game could, at the very least, benefit from starting you off with 3 HP instead of just 2.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think that'd be a huge improvement.
Having that extra cushion to bounce around on penguins some more, would
Or stumble
definitely...
your way out of a spike pit.
Right. Alright, game number 2, Fire and Ice for NES.
Oh my god, that is so fun.
It was actually really fun. Definitely gonna go back to it.
I'm literally after stream ends, I'm literally gonna boot that back up and go play more.
Good. I hope you wrote down the password from earlier, or save stated.
Oops. Well.
Yeah, I really liked it. I've played it before, both just randomly emulating it and on the Nintendo Switch Online, and it was never really something I jived with. But give it a nice half-an-hour try here. It might be something I go back to.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah, I'm glad. I don't know if the game got a re-release prior to Switch Online. It might have been on like Wii Virtual Console or something like that. But I'm not entirely sure. But I'm glad more people will get to experience it because it's a fun, relaxing puzzle game. All right, game number 3, Shaman King, Master of Spirits 2 for Game Boy Advance.
So I
should not have done that on X.
Peer pressure.
I like should have done a harder difficulty.
Everything should have been one-hit death.
After you still.
I want an extra hardcore difficulty where one hit wipes your save file.
There you go.
No, I want a difficulty where if you get hit, like all the food in your pantry just disappears.
No.
IRL or IRL?
IRL, yeah.
Maybe I don't know, but yeah, no. I thought it was a good game. It's not exactly my thing, but I could go through a playthrough of it and enjoy it. Honestly, I feel like
it's interesting. Yeah.
I am excited. I want to go start playing through it more, so I suggested it just because I was kind of taking a look at games, and I'm like, this one looks interesting. And right at the end, I found an item that allows me to equip 2 spirits, one on the left bumper, one on the right. I'm like, all right, now what other mechanics are going to be added into this as we go forward? So yeah, it was one of those things where all of a sudden it's just like, it's the spoon feed. It's not a traditional Metroidvania. I don't know. I really liked it, but it was my game, so...
Yeah, it does make me curious, since I think we all went expert difficulty, what normal is like by comparison.
It's probably a lot more tame and, like, fun to enjoy.
Right.
Rather than stressing about, oh god, 3 hits and I'm dead.
You know, it would be funny if there was actual, like, checkpointing on normal difficulty instead of going back to your last save, and that was just a problem exclusive to expert.
That would be funny.
That would be a nice troll. Alright, our 4th game, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine for Game Gear.
Masterpiece. Best game.
Puyo Puyo. There's not much else to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like kind of like a worse port of the Genesis game, but I mean, I can play through it. It's fine.
Portal game, it's fine.
I just recommended it because I thought it would be funny.
Yeah, and it was funny, and I beat it, and I find that funny. But
stuck on level 3, and I was like, "Whoa, I'm seething at this NPC."
it's Puyo, so if you mesh with Puyo, you'll have a great time. If you don't Puyo, you're gonna get slaughtered.
I don't like. I've always tried to get into Puyo, and I just don't like Puyo. So...
It's definitely sit down and learn. So you kind of have to like dedicate an afternoon to trying to learn how to Puyo, and possibly longer than that. It's like mahjong in a sense, then.
Was legitimately fine until they added the next color, and then
and then your brain shut off.
Yeah.
Yeah, my neurons could no longer be activated by 4. Like, the 5th color just shut off my neurons.
Yeah, in multiplayer, 5 colors is the norm. But if you're feeling real sicko mode, you can bump it up to 6 colors.
There's a 6th color?
I believe there is in at least, like, Puyo Puyo Tetris.
My mind can't even count 6 colors.
I don't think I can even count to 3.
There's a 4 a.m.?
Right, and now you're gonna tell me that there's a 13 a.m.?
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, we kind of have that in a way, right, Rusty?
Yeah.
Alright, and our final game, Uchuu Race Astro Go-Go for Super Nintendo, or Super Famicom to be more accurate.
Pretty solid racer, honestly. Like, I would, like, you know, I might play it again. It's pretty good, actually. I think it's pretty solid.
Yeah, I'd say of the sets, like, it's like the sleeper hit. Like, the game that likely none of us were, well, obviously, aside from Alfie 5, who submitted the game, but, like, otherwise, like, none of us were really familiar with it, and it was a we came out with a pretty positive experience, a pretty fun time.
It's quick to pick up, which is why I thought it'd be a great fit.
Yeah, I do think it is outclassed by F-Zero.
100%. F-Zero is the much better version, but...
But if you want something that's not F-Zero, this can definitely fill that gap for you pretty nicely. And as clunky as it is, the whole, like, driving towards the camera and all around, well, seeing that stuff is pretty nice. Instead of just the camera constantly behind your back. It's a fun change in pace.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was a very interesting take on the racing scene.
Personally, I really think there needs to be an Anton cart, a Pizza Tower cart. There needs to be a cart game for everything I like, including just me eating garlic bread in the dark at 5 a.m. You know, like that kind of stuff.
Yo, if you ever see garlic bread driving around a go-kart, run.
My food is coming to kill me.
Alright.
Garlic bread in the go-kart.
And finally, ranking. So we'll start with Alpha 5.
Alright, so since I finished early, I gave it a bit of a thought, so I wrote it down here. So I'll start with the lowest and work my way up. So number 5 is going to be Mean Bean Machine, because okay,
I'm sorry.
This was a very hard list. I liked every game on
No,
here.
I'm just being
But
goofy.
the reason I put it at number 5 is because there's just better versions of Puyo Puyo out there.
Yeah.
That's
Especially Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. This was the portable version. There's even a Genesis version, right?
Yeah.
So it's got better graphics. So that's why it goes at number 5. Number 4, Addams Family. I liked it. It's challenging, but it feels like one of those games where I'm gonna play it a little bit and I'm gonna be done with it. I get my fill. I'm not gonna finish it. Number 3, Shaman King Master of Spirits 2. I'm really intrigued by the gameplay elements, but it's a game that I'm not fully willing to sink my time into. I've very recently played a few Metroidvanias. I mean, I'm playing through Shovel Knight right now, actually, which isn't exactly a Metroidvania, but it's got a lot of very similar elements, so I'm a little just fatigued of the genre, which is why I'm putting it at number 3. Number 2 is going to be Uchuu Race Astro Go-Go, because I'm biased, but also I think it's a pretty solid game, all things considered. And lastly, Ice and Fire at number 1, because that scratches my puzzle game itch 100%. It is beautiful. I love the animation, the music, the sound effects. It was just, such a charmer. I'm so glad I discovered it tonight. And yeah, that's my rankings.
All right, Lamsy.
So at number 5, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Mainly because I just never have been good at Puyo, and 5 colors make my head hurt. And the tiny blobs. I could have made my window bigger, but I mean, yeah, there's better versions of it, like Alf said. Alpha 5?
Alfie. That's how you pronounce it. I know
okay, Alfie. Sorry. No, my apologies. Yeah, exactly what Alfie said. Number 4, Addams Family. And
I'm noticing some similarities here.
Well, and the only reason is I legitimately just watched Macaw play through this game.
It's very Macaw coded, I'll give you that.
Just finished an Addams Family marathon of like 12 games, and I seen the same game played like 3 or 4 times in different versions. So, kinda sick of no other reason. And the freezer sucks, but we'll go with that. Number 3, I'm gonna put Fire and Ice. Puzzle games aren't my forte, but I really do enjoy this one because it is adorable with the animations. It just is one of those things that shows a lot of care and passion into it. If I was gonna put it as like it's like so close to 2, it could be like tied with 2, but not quite. 2 is gonna be Astro Go-Go. What a fun little racing game. That's all I gotta say. Just a fun little racing game.
I mean, it pretty much sums it up.
Yeah. And number 1, I'm gonna go with Shaman King, just because I'm on a Metroidvania kick, and this was scratching a lot of itches. I was managing to adapt to the expert difficulty once I found out the backdash, and then unlocking more features just made me like, I put a save state down. I'm like, I'm gonna continue this on my own time now.
Yeah, just remember to save when you're playing.
I was saving after every stage.
Good, good.
All right, Rusty.
All right, all these games get bottom of the list. None of them are Anton.
Understandable.
Nub. Yeah, but nub.
Somebody brings in Anton Blast D-Make next week on like Super Nintendo or something.
Yeah. Anton Blast, Retro Game Jam.
Yeah, but yeah, no. Actually, my list, both. So like, the puzzle games, I like them, but I know they're not going high just because I suck at them. So like, 5 will be Dr. Robotnik. I managed to make progress, but I don't know how I did it. I was confused. 4th, I'll do Fire and Ice. I like it. I just need time to actually learn that one. I was out here getting lost by one of the first few stages. I was getting lost. 3rd, I'll put at freaking Addams Family. I literally just was laughing at like the song that plays when you first spawn in. Cause like my friend has just been posting that or like it's just been a thing. 2nd will be Shaman King. Was fun, but I'm just saying, Praxis. I'm getting my revenge one day just for you, for your peer pressure.
Oh, I'm smiling very large.
And then number 1 will actually be Astro Go-Go. I don't know. I was having a lot of fun, like the bumper things. Like I got crazy on that last race I did and got first somehow.
Alright, and to differentiate my list a little bit, bottom for me is going to be Addams Family, with 4th being Mean Bean Machine. And that's with an asterisk, because I think if either Addams Family had 3 HP instead of 2, or I was blind to Puyo in general, or like a lot less experience with Puyo, then those two would be swapped. One or the other, they'd be swapped, but as it stands, Addams Family will be at the bottom and Mean Bean Machine in 4th. And there's even, like, other ways to play Mean Bean Machine portably, even the Genesis version, because there's a Sega collection that you can get on, like, Switch, if you really want to play Mean Bean Machine on the go. I don't know if it's part of the Switch Online service for Genesis, because I don't have the...
It is.
Okay, I don't have the expansion pack, so I don't have access to the Genesis games in there. 3rd is going to be Shaman King for me. The rude awakening of... not having to go all the way back to the start because I didn't save, definitely docked at some points for me, but it is still a fairly enjoyable game from the little bit I played of it. It does make me wonder how long the game is, but I guess we can get kind of a measure of that because it has a percentage tracker, so you can kind of guesstimate from that. 2nd is going to be Fire and Ice. It was good the first time around when we had it, and it continues to be good here. Always a pleasure to be able to show this game to more people, because contrary to popular belief, the NES library isn't full of completely bullshit platformers. Only mostly.
Only mostly.
And at the top, Astro Go-Go. It's definitely the sleeper hit of this list for me. Probably the most obscure of the games in the set, and also pretty good to go hand in hand with that, which is usually something that'll drive a game up high in the list for me. And that's exactly what happened here. And finally, Praxis.
Alright, so, you know, number 5 for me has to be the Addams Family. I don't know. It's really funny to play. Like, I wouldn't actively play it, but if I play it again, it would just be like kind of like a, you know, little silly little thing. Also, it doesn't have beans in it. I'm joking. You know, number 4, I am gonna have to put in Mean Bean Machine because, you know, same thing as everyone says. There's a better version of it. on Genesis. I mean, it's fine. You can play it. It's, playable. You can play through the whole game and then feel satisfied, But yeah, no, I felt that. And then I would have to go third. It would probably be like Shaman King, because I'm like, yeah, I like it. It's a good game and everything. But like, I don't know. I wouldn't play through. I would play through it entirely, but like, I wouldn't say it's on my radar at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I would say second has to go to like Astro Go-Go, because that was pretty fun. That was just like, goofy, fun racing game. I like these like, more obscure like Japanese like only titles. They're fun, like especially on the SNES. Which leaves like number 1 to Fire and Ice. That game genuinely surprised me. Actually pretty good. Definitely gonna come back to that one. Loved it a lot. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Alright, and with that is a wrap for this week. So, what do people have that they want to promote? We'll start with Alfie5.
Well, I no longer stream on Twitch. I used to a long time ago, but I do have a YouTube channel that I will post to fairly regularly, and I do live stream on a bit. I'm actually one stream away from finishing up the Talos Principle Road to Gehenna, if that interests you at all, so you can go ahead and swing by and check that out. But other than that, I'm just chilling.
Alright, Lambsy, what do you have going on?
I've recently just started kind of joining a lot of these events and everything like that. So you might just randomly find me around on, Retro Book Club, other shows going on. I don't really have anything specifically I do. Maybe it's something I'll start streaming in the future. I don't know. If you're ever looking for somebody to hang out or whatnot, or you need anybody, let me know, because I'm usually pretty free. Finger guns.
Alright, Rusty, do you have anything going on?
Other than playing Anton Blast, not really. Sometime like tomorrow, I gotta like voice some lines for a thing, like for a project, but that's about all. That's not gonna be streamed.
Right.
So it's basically just small things.
And Praxis, what do you have going on?
Okay, so, starting next year, I have like a very fun thing I'm going to be doing on Twitch, which is, versus, which is grabbing one person and another person, or maybe 3 people, or maybe 4 people, and just racing on a game in one session, with a game that's possible to do that. So if it's going to be like Super Mario Galaxy 100%, I'm really sorry, and I am staring at you, Jimbo.
You know I would. I will stay up 11 hours and do it all again.
I will too. I would pass out because like if I'm playing through that, I also do have to be like the host as well. So yeah, but yeah, that's gonna be on my Twitch. It's gonna be loads of fun. Bring your mother. We're gonna read out some fun, family friendly stuff. I'm joking. Don't actually. Don't actually. It's like there's gonna be a lot of language and funny shenanigans and maybe even some fun yelling. As for anything else, I've actually been getting into Super Mario 64 ROM hacking. I got like something in the works, but it's not like a definitive yes. It's like it'll be out when it's out, but it could also just be canceled or different. It's just kind of a whatever project. I'm just screwing around, But yeah, that's kind of the stuff I got going on.
Alright, and for my part, my schedule for the upcoming week, Sunday, I'm going to be over at twitch.tv/Goaty, because that is when the awards ceremony is for Gamer of the Year, and Goaty was poking me like, hey, you gonna be around for an interview for the awards ceremony? I'm like, yeah, so I'll probably be there, at least briefly, for that, so you'll catch me there. Tuesday, we should be back on Yakuza 6. Wednesday, I'm still eyeing doing Echo the Dolphin on Wednesday. I don't really have a plan for Friday before Retro Book Club yet for what I want to look at. I'll We'll probably figure something out. But of course, next Friday, we'll have more Retro Book Club and more questionable games. Let's go raid somebody.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'm sorry.
No, we don't get
Also-
to. What's up?
No, I'm just gonna talk to Praxis.
Alright,
Praxis-
you first before I say.
Oh, sorry, yeah, my bad. Praxis, I was just gonna say this when you were talking about you're gonna fall asleep during the race. I'm just gonna sit there evilly like, now's my chance. Just like plays the game for more hours and doesn't say a word.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we don't get an opportunity to raid this person too often, so we're gonna go say hi to Proton John, who appears to be doing Mario 2 currently.
Alrighty.
So, that will be... I'm sure that'll be fun. Mario 2 is my personal choice between Mario 1, 2, and 3. Alright, and we'll see you next week for more Retro Book Club. Good night, everyone!
Good night.
Good night.